everyone, and welcome to the Caribbean Maritime University's orientation exercise for 2024. We are absolutely delighted to have you this morning joining us. We want to say welcome to our president, Professor Andrew Spencer, our vice presidents, deans of the faculties, other members of staff. I see you here. Happy to have you with us. Also, we are happy to have our parents and guardians joining us this morning. Give yourselves a round of applause. And to our students who have joined us in the room this morning, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are excited to be a part of your educational journey, and we want to celebrate the milestone that you have achieved. We also want to extend welcome to those who are joining us online. If you're online, give yourself a round of applause as well. We welcome you this morning. So to kickstart our program, we want to invite Mr. Leonie Farquharson. He's our circulation librarian, and he is going to lead us into a time of prayer.
Thank you. Can you stand, please? Thank you. Thank you. And can you bow your heads with me for just a moment? Oh Lord, our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. Lord, you're great and you're mighty, you're strong. Lord, we thank you for preserving us. We thank you for journeying mercies here. We thank you for CMU. Lord, we thank you for such a noble institution, God, that you have developed and erected for, oh God, to equip men and women. Father, we ask of you today, God, that thou will be with us. Lord, we can't do nothing without you, and for this reason, Father, we want to acknowledge you and want to realize, God, oh God, our own strength is futile, and we ask of you, God, that thou will lead us. Be with us today and guide, oh God, today's session, everyone to be presenting. We ask of you, God, oh God, that thou will strengthen and empower. Oh God, and even our parents who have, and oh God, trust, oh God, their, oh God, children in our care. We ask of you, God, help us to be faithful stewards. Lord, help us to be committed steward, good steward. Let your will be done and let your name be glorified. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much. All right, so I know you may not have felt welcomed enough when I mentioned it earlier. So here to give you the proper welcome is our president, Professor Andrew Spencer. Please give him a round of applause as he comes.
Thank you, Lady Donick Smith. Welcome, everyone. I want to hear the CMU family, those already indoctrinated into the family. Give a round of applause to our new family members this morning. It is indeed a pleasure to be here and to see you at Orientation 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, you are entering a very special place. And so those of us who entered this space not fully understanding how special it was, it didn't take us very long to figure out that there was something particularly unique and striking and cutting edge about the Caribbean Maritime University. Peter Drucker actually said, quite wisely, that the best way to predict your future is to create it. And so at the Caribbean Maritime University, we believe that your future is not just something that happens to you along the way. It is something that you actively shape, something that you're deliberate about. And hence our theme is a very timely one, created for you. Your journey starts here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to an open seas concept. And if you look at the vast ocean, if you were driving in on the Palisades, which I'm sure you did, you will see the expanse of water as far as your eyes could see. And many of us are unable to look at that expanse of water and understand the enormity of the possibilities. And to my mind, what it points to is limitless opportunities for all of us. But even in that wide expanse of water, there are things known as shipping lanes, which, though not very visible to you and I as novices, are clearly defined paths where vessels are allowed to traverse, depending on size, depending on their mission, depending on their end games. So it is with you as you are creating your own journey at the Caribbean Maritime University. We present you with a vast ocean. We give you an open sea for you to create your own path, but be very clear that that path is not allowed to waft to the left and to the right. For time is also of the essence. You want to ensure that you are very clear on your pathway, and the CMU team is here to ensure that we equip you to be able to pursue the path that is fitting for you. And so I use this opportunity to greet some very distinguished individuals who are here to help you on that path. We have an exciting team of 6 vice presidents, 2 of whom are represented here today. I see the Vice President of Administration and University Registrar, Ms. Keisha Walker. I see seated beside her the Vice President of Academics and Accreditation, Professor Noel Brown. And we also have Vice Presidents, one who is a Deputy President, another responsible for finance, another for digital transformation, and one responsible for facilities and ensuring that we have fit for purpose physical amenities to suit you. So as you join us, think about what else is possible. You are here to earn your degree. And we want you to have an enriching and full experience, but at the end of it, do not leave here without that degree. It's important that you remain laser focused in ensuring that as you chart your own unique experience, that at the end of that tunnel, you walk away with that very tangible document that will place you ahead of all other graduates in the Caribbean. Why do I say this? We're peculiar in a number of ways. One of those ways is that the Caribbean Maritime University is the only IMO, that's International Maritime Organization, whitelisted institution in Latin America and the Caribbean as a merchant shipping university. That's a big deal. What does that mean? It means that when you graduate from here, even if you don't do the program that is related to the IMO, you are coming from an institution that is pedigree and that is separated from all other universities, tertiary institutions throughout the region and beyond. And it means that when you show up with something that says CMU, anywhere on the globe, whether it is the Philippines or Malaysia or somewhere in France, or for those of you who are so inclined in the Netherlands or the continent of Africa, you will be a cut above many others who will come into any room with you. And that's a big deal, and I think it deserves a round of applause as we welcome you. So a few tips for you as I close. Embrace real-world challenges. And a part of embracing real-world challenges is understanding the environment around you. So know the leaders in your space. In addition to the vice presidents, we have deans of faculty who will speak with you tomorrow. We have heads of departments for your varied disciplines. And we have many senior lecturers, and others who will guide you along your pathway. Position yourselves to be a part of our career-ready graduates. Why do we say they're career-ready? They're career-ready because industry tells us that they are career-ready. And so we boast an absorption rate of over 80%. It means that when you graduate, the chance of you getting a job in your field of study is 8 out of 10. Those odds are phenomenal because they don't exist in any of the other universities in the Caribbean. And I think we ought to be very proud of that. So we are planning for your end from the very beginning. And so students, tap into the scholarship opportunities. Make sure that as you are in this innovation space, because we are the innovation hub of the Caribbean, you will meet our Festo Labs, innovative. You will meet our simulator spaces, innovative. You will also recognize that by the end of this year, we intend to have a non-destructive testing lab for nuclear energy at the CMU. Again, a big deal, always at the forefront of innovation. But innovation is not just technology. We want you to bring your innovative ideas so that we can benefit and so that we can also grow as a result of the novel and exciting things that each of you will bring to this great Caribbean Maritime University. We're also keen on tracking your progress, and so we have a very exciting Where Are They Now feature on Instagram. Follow us. The marketing team will be happy to hear that. We're looking at where our stellar graduates are, not only where they are, but what they're doing and the impact they are having. We're talking about people who have a mindset of making sure that the world is a better place. And so we had a graduate who left us less than 3 years ago, came back from CMA CGM, and offered 6 scholarships to people pursuing degrees like what he pursued when he was here. That's a big deal. Think about that mindset. You don't have to wait until you're 50 or 55 and wealthy, which you will be, to give back to the institution. You can encourage your employer at the tender age, he's 27 or 26 or something like that, to give back to what you consider to be a worthwhile endeavor. And so parents and friends, this is your time to be even stronger pillars of support. You will have to be the late night therapists when times get hard because college is tough. But rest assured that we will provide the support systems. Students, you will also need to reassure your parents that you can handle what's ahead of you, especially if this is your first time leaving home. Give them that reassurance that you're ready to take this on and that you think you're a part of a family that will enable you to do exceptionally well. So I will end how I began. The open seas that we have embraced at the Caribbean Maritime University would have allowed us to think outside of any box. And so we've partnered with institutions on multiple continents. We have partnerships all the way in Nigeria with the Olusegun Agago University. We have partnerships with the French Maritime Academy in Europe. We're about to sign a partnership with Singapore Maritime, not Singapore, sorry, Shanghai. Maybe Singapore is on the cards too. Shanghai Maritime University in Asia. We're about to sign with partners in North America. We have multiple partnerships throughout the entire Caribbean. What does this mean? It means that being a part of this family means you're a part of their family too. And so in the way that we've thought without borders, we encourage you to think in a borderless way. And as we break new frontiers, we won't do it without you. We'll do it together so that the Caribbean Maritime University will continue to be able to say that we are the only and the most potent and a force to be reckoned with as Spartans. And we will say, I know Dr. Johnson wants me to say it, Spartans forever. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Caribbean Maritime University. You are now a Spartan, where your future is not predicted, but where it is created for you. God bless you. Have an exceptional academic year 24-25.
Thank you so much, Prof. Spencer. You know, each time Prof speaks, I am motivated, and I feel like I want to do a degree here, and I feel like I want to take on the world. And, you know, I don't know how the guest speaker will follow that welcome, but I hope she's not intimidated by our very own. You understand? But I hope that you do feel encouraged and motivated and welcomed into our CMU family. As I said before, we are absolutely excited to have you join us this academic year. Now, coming to greet you will be Miss Keisha Walker, and she is the Vice President of Administration and our university registrar. Immediately following her, you will hear from Professor Noel Brown. He is the Vice President of Academic Affairs and Accreditation. And then you will hear from Miss Teresa White. She is our Students' Union President. So those greetings will come in that order, and then I will be back. Please make them welcome.
Good morning, everyone. President Andrew Spencer, Ms. Rochelle Cameron, our keynote speaker, esteemed faculty, team members, family, friends, students, good morning. I am honored to greet you today and to welcome you to Orientation 2024. As indicated before, my name is Keisha Walker, and I'm the Vice President of Administration and University here at this prestigious and one-of-a-kind university, Caribbean Maritime University. First, I want to extend a warm welcome to our new students. Today marks the beginning of a transformative journey, one that we are thrilled to embark upon with you. The theme of this year's orientation, Created for You, Your Journey Starts Here, perfectly encapsulates the essence of what we strive to offer at the CMU. We are the university of choice for many reasons. However, I will share three. First, the CMU is equipped with advanced facilities that provide you, our students, with hands-on learning experiences. Two, CMU's curriculum is designed to prepare students for the global workforce, with an emphasis on international best practices and multicultural understanding. Three, we pride ourselves on having strong partnerships with key players in the maritime, logistics, and applied industries, offering students valuable working opportunities, internships, and potential job placements upon graduation. Therefore, rest assured that we are committed to creating an environment where you can explore your passions, develop your skills, and prepare for a future filled with endless possibilities. To the parents and guardians present and in cyberspace, thank you for entrusting us with your most precious treasures, your children. We understand the responsibility that comes with this trust, and we are committed to providing them with a supportive and enriching educational experience. Our faculty and staff are dedicated to guiding and mentoring them every step of the way. To our esteemed stakeholders and partners, your continued support and collaboration are invaluable. Together, we are building a future that is bright and filled with opportunity. We are excited about the new initiatives and innovations that will enhance our students' learning and experiences and prepare them to be leaders in the maritime and related industries. This orientation is just the beginning of what promised to be an exciting and rewarding journey. Over the next few days, you will meet your professors, explore our state-of-the-art facilities, and begin to form lifelong friendships with your peers. You will also learn about the vast array of programs and resources available to you, designed to support your academic and personal growth. As you embark on this new chapter, I encourage you to seize every opportunity, embrace every challenge, and make the most of your time here. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Our CMU community is here to support you and guide you every step of the way. Thank you for being here today. Let us make this year one of discovery, growth, and achievement. Welcome to the Caribbean Maritime University.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the Democratic National Conference, when President Obama was about to speak, he said, the first thing he said was, "Boy, I'm really stupid, only I would, decide to speak after Michelle Obama." And I'm saying the same thing now. I'm not sure why I agreed to speak after two powerful speakers. I'm not sure what I can add, but I'll try my best. President Spencer, fellow Vice President, special invited guest speaker, Ms. Rochelle Cameron, deans, deputy deans, directors, student, candidate, aspiring students, parents, guardians, loved ones, good morning. It is a pleasure and an honor for me to stand here this morning to bring greetings on behalf of the CMU wider family and the family from the Office of Academic Affairs and Accreditation, which I head as Vice President. And I must remind you, my name is Noel Brown, and most of the students, you'll get to know that name, and we will have discussions, and I look forward for those discussions. So I can feel the energy in the room. I can see in the eyes of the students, I see the twinkle. I see the anticipation on all of the faces and things like that. But let me tell you, this morning you will start, or today is the first day in the most important 4 years of your life. Why would I say that? Over the next 4 years, you will read for your profession. You will gain lifelong friends. You might even meet your lifelong partners, your wife, husbands. People you meet over the next 4 years will have lifelong influence in and over your life. Make the very best use of it, please. Once I would tell students that while you're a student, if you have a question and you ask me, I'll answer the question. Once you graduate, when you ask me that question, that's a consultancy, and we have to talk about it differently. So make use of all that is provided here. The professors are provided. They will answer your questions. Everyone will answer your question because you are now a member of the family. You have been inducted into the CMU family. We understand that you will remain a lifelong part of our family, right? But make use of it, please. I don't want, at the end of 4 years, you are saying you never enjoy it, you never get the maximum out of it. Now, at the end of the 4 years, try not to have regrets. We have all heard the saying that time flies when you're having fun. So maybe what you can do is make sure you have fun so that the time will go quickly. All right? So please, and we have all the institutions here. We have different clubs, societies. I would encourage you to be a part of all of the activities that are prepared for you, and make sure that you have fun. Learning is fun, and try to make the best of it. So this morning, while you are driving in, as you leave the main road and you start taking the scenic route into the campus, I know that you'll be looking on both sides, and you see a lot of trees, and you see some water, and it is for one of the first thing or the easiest thing for you to do is saying, it's a swamp. It's not a swamp. What it is the mangrove. And I want you to never call it the swamp. I want you to call it the mangrove. Now, what is the mangrove? The mangrove can easily be said is the lungs of the ocean. Most of the things that goes on in the ocean, it's as a result of the mangrove. The mangrove is a very important ecosystem that actually treats with life in the ocean, and that affects our life, not only at CMU, but in the country. So I want you to treat it that way, as a very important ecosystem. The reason I'm mentioning this is one of the things that I want you to start doing as CMU family members, is start thinking sustainability. Sustainability. So if we're thinking sustainability, then we would understand the importance of our mangroves. We won't throw papers, plastics, things like that in our mangrove. You see, we have a beautiful campus. We want to keep it beautiful, and we are asking you to be a part of that and help us to keep our campus always looking beautiful. So we want you to think sustainability. Sustainability, I'm sure you would have heard that this hurricane season is going to be the most active that we have seen in recent times. And as a result of that, that is being caused by what is going on, or unsustainable practices. And we want to move away from that. And we want you to always think sustainability. We are living in a technological era. Everything is changing day by day. Most of you new students coming in, I would hear the reference being made to you as digital natives, right? And you are technologically savvy and things. At the CMU, 2 years ago, we adopted a new strategy that we call the SGI strategy. At the end, the I in that means innovation. We are an innovative place. We are moving away from consuming knowledge, and we want to be innovative, and we want to create knowledge. And that is what we are about as a university. I want you to understand that. I want you to think about it. And when we have our ideas and everything like that, see how best we can work on it and improve on it, and because that is the purpose of us as a university. And as I said earlier, we have our professors and lecturers, and they would help to mentor you and help you to develop on some of your ideas. So we are a place where we try to incubate new ideas, and we try to develop on new ideas. So in closing, I'd just like to greet you and said, I would like to meet each of you individually. I know it might not happen today or maybe, in the next week, but I know that from time to time, we will have a chance to speak to each other. If you see me, always, feel free to stop me. I'm always up for a good discussion. I'm always up for a good debate. And one other thing, because of my science background, I am somebody who can take, someone who has an idea that is far different from mine. And I'd like to listen to all of you, to have a discussion with all of you. So thank you for choosing CMU. You have made the right choice. And after 4 years, we are going to meet again at the graduation, and we're going to have a good time at our graduation. So thank you very much.
Good morning, colleagues, new and returning students. My name is Teresa White, and I'm honored to stand before you as the Student Union President. On behalf of the Student Union and the entire student body, I want to extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. As you walk through these blocks and engage with your professors and peers, remember that you are joining a community that values respect and collaboration. Our university is steeped in a rich maritime culture, and you will find that the spirit of the adventure is deeply ingrained in everything that we do. Embrace this opportunity to learn, explore, and challenge yourselves. I encourage you to take advantage of the many resources available to you. Getting involved in clubs is a great way to meet new people and discover your passions. As your student union president, I'm here to ensure your voices are heard and that you have the best possible experience during your time here. You may face challenges along the way, but remember that you are not alone. Don't hesitate to reach out for help and guidance whenever you need it. Our doors are always open. As we embark on this journey together, I urge each of you to remain open-minded and proactive. Step outside your comfort zone, engage in discussions, and participate in the life of the university. The connections you make and the experience you gain will shape not only your academic career, but also your future on a whole. In closing, once again, I want to welcome you to the Caribbean Maritime University. Let's make the most of this experience and this journey together. Thank you, and let's have a wonderful orientation.
Thank you to our speakers. We really appreciate those greetings. So at this time, we're going to jump into our presentations. We do not want to delay any longer. And the first presentation that we have for you this morning is the admissions assessment and records requirement. And that will be done by Ms. Jonique Dennis, our assessment manager. Please make her welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Caribbean Maritime University. We are so excited that you have selected our noble institution as your university of choice. I am Jonique Dennis, and I will be walking you through some key areas and services offered by the Office of the University Registrar. Now, the Office of the University Registrar, we are responsible for admissions, student records, examination, scholarship and financial aid, and certification. Now, before I proceed, I invite you to visit our university website, Caribbean Maritime University, at cemu.edu.jm. That is www.cmu.edu.jm. For those of you who have already participated in our registration exercise, you would have received our login credentials for our student registration system. Now let's take a look at admissions. There are 4 steps to the admissions process. Step 1, application. Step 2, acceptance. Step 3, pre-registration. And step 4, registration. Now, for those of you who have been invited here, it means that we are already at step 3, pre-registration. Now, point to note, the admissions process is only finished when you have completed all 4 steps. Now let's take a look at step 3, pre-registration. Now, for those of you who have recently received your CSEC result, it means that you are here today and will be here this week to participate in our pre-registration exercise. At pre-registration, you will be required to confirm acceptance of the offer, verify your personal information on record. You will be issued with a CMU email address, which is not a souvenir. You are required to use your assigned university email address to communicate with all stakeholders here at the university. You will also be assigned to a specific group or stream. Now, at pre-registration, no payment is required. Once you have completed pre-registration, you will be issued a pre-registration receipt, which will now take you to step 4, registration. Now, registration here at the university means you have completed all your financial obligations. Once you have been registered, you will be issued a student authorization card, which will give you access to your identification card, your courses and classrooms, access to library facilities and databases, access to health insurance, access to our workshops and labs, and access to our registry services for all your student records. Now, once registrations have been completed, you will be able to have all the resources here at the university. And as I would have mentioned, your student records. Now, student records refer to your letters, your official transcript, your academic verification, and your verification of enrollment for those of you who wish to participate in the work and travel program. Now, you can only access our student records once you are financially cleared. Now, for some of our student records, you will also be required to use your email address as mentioned earlier. And to access your email address, you can consult with your student handbook, or you can ensure that you participate in our mandatory Getting Ready series, which will be held on Thursday, and it is required for all first-year students. The Office of Digital Transformation will be doing a comprehensive and a practical presentation regarding our online platform, access to our email services, and all our digital services. Now let's take a look at scholarship and financial aid. The university manages several scholarships. We have the CSA Monica Silvera Scholarship, which is valued at $2,500 US. We also have, if you could just bring it up on the screen so that our students can see our scholarships. Thank you. We also have our New Fortress Energy Scholarship, which is valued at $4,500. The university also manages several scholarships which are available on our university website. All right, now let's talk about examinations. Can anyone guess what the pass mark is for persons within the Faculty of Shipping and Logistics and the Faculty of Engineering? Don't all speak at once. 50%, you are correct. What about those of you who are actually enrolled in the Faculty of Marine and Nautical Studies? Can you guess what the pass mark is? 60%. Yes, for most of our courses, the pass mark is 60%. So you are required to have a minimum of a C. But as our university registrar often says, though we are located by the sea, we do not expect to see all C's. All right, so this takes us to the end of our presentation. We don't want you to be overwhelmed today, but we will be having our examinations webinar in December. All right, we have officials in the Office of the University Registrar. Our principal officers are our Vice President of Administration and University Registrar, Mrs. Keisha Walker. We also have our Deputy Registrar, Mrs. Tisha Walker-Brown, who is also the Director of Student Affairs. We have Mr. Stephen Henderson, who is our Director of Secretariat and Deputy Registrar. We have yours truly, Janique Dennis, Assessment Manager, Mr. Ricardo Marriott, Admissions Manager, and Miss Melissa Smith, Records Manager. All right, this takes us to the end of my presentation. Should you have any questions or concern, you're welcome to visit us in the Office of the University Registrar. Students, we are here for you. All the best on your academic journey.
Thank you, Ms. Dennis. All right, we are moving right along. So we will now be having the special feature on the Manley College, which is our CMU franchise campus. And that presentation will be done by Dr. Reconel Simpson, who is the program's coordinator. Please make him welcome.
Masters of Ceremonies, permit me to use the same protocol that has been established in the interest of time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't sound very chirpy at all. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Very much so. That is very better. I stand to make a presentation on behalf of the Manley College. I must say to you this morning that the Manley College is always seeking to forge collaboration and partnership with other institutions. And in 2016, we forged a partnership relationship with the Caribbean Maritime University. And this relationship, I must say to you, has boosted our reputation, our presence as a college. I want to share with you, especially for the incoming students, that at the Manley College, if you want a place that is cool and comfortable and relaxing, I'm inviting you to the Manley College. Because the students who come to Manley College, yes, they enjoy this flexible curriculum that we offer. At the Manley College, we offer this flexible curriculum where we try to be in sync with the main campus, CMU. And what happens is that for most part, the same courses that are offered at CMU are the same ones that are offered on the Manley campus. Also, we engage our students in hands-on experience. What do I mean by this? Our year 2 students, 2 days have been slated for them to go on work experience, where they go into the industries and they get that hands-on practical experience. Because we believe that if it is that our students are engaged in this program, the BSc in logistics and supply chain management, that they must have the relevant industry experience. And so we allow them to go into the industries where they get this experience. We also have innovative teaching methods, because we believe that our students, they learn experientially. And what we do, we create this project-based paradigm whereby our students are engaged in taking part actually in their own learning. And so the learning that they engage in and the assessment is not so much theoretical to a great extent, but it is practical, hands-on, because we believe the kind of a course that our students are doing, they must engage in practical experiences. We also believe in customer-centric, because we believe that the viability and the sustainability of our institution as a college rest upon the testimonies of our students and the learning experiences that they garner. And if it is that if it is at the end of the day, the learning experiences that they have is not good, then they will spread that bad news. And so as an institution, we try to foster that experience where our students will feel comfortable, relaxed, and they will want to engage. And so I want to share with you that we believe in the throughput of our students. So we work assiduously with our students, because sometimes we don't get the best students, because what we have found out is that some of the students who get the all ones, they tend to want to go to UTech and UII and other institutions. So what we do is that we have systems in place whereby we work with our students so that they can finish their course of study. Can I share with you that one of our top students who graduated last year from the Manley College, and she received an award for high academic performance. Her name is, can you tell me her name, please? Ashley Dacus. Yes, that's very good. So what is happening? A lot of things are happening at the Manley College. Truth be told, too, that we, as the previous speaker spoke about the scholarships that CMU offers, we too at the Manley College offers a lot of scholarships. We have the Manley College Scholarship, we have the Manley College Grant, we have the Asset Security Scholarship, the Gloria Wood Scholarship, and there are many, many, many scholarships. If I were to call all of these names of scholarship, then I would be lost in protocol. But I want to share with you that for students to benefit from these scholarships, they must have a GPA of 3.3 and above. But for the grants, they can have like 2.3. So a lot of things are happening at the Manley College because we believe that as an institution, that the collective effort of all stakeholders will allow our students to have a rich, rewarding, and result-oriented experience. So I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Simpson. All right, so as we mentioned, there are lots of scholarships available to you. And for those who are joining us online from the Manley campus, welcome. All right, so at this time, we are going into our Sam Sharp Teachers College feature, which houses our CMU Western campus. And here to speak with us today is the Director of Operations for that campus, Dr. Mark Broomfield. Please make him welcome.
Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm saying it 4 times so I can relax. Sometimes I get nervous, I don't know why. So good morning. That's 5. I walked in just when Professor Brown spoke about, he said our purpose. And for the last 2 weeks, I said when I speak, I want to speak about purpose. So there's a movie that I love very much called The Matrix. And there's a scene between Neo and Mr. Anderson. Have you seen it? All the young people. Have you watched the movie, The Matrix? Can't hear you. People look tired and I don't remember which exact one. So in it he says, it is purpose that defines. It is purpose that creates. It is purpose that recreates. It is purpose that defies. It is purpose why we are here. If purpose is why you are here, whether you're a parent, students, or a staff, I have to see you stand. If purpose is what brought you here this morning, stand to your feet. Because I'm going to ask you what your purpose is. So those who don't have it, don't be afraid. Just I want to stand if you have purpose. So if you have a purpose for being here, stand to your feet. Be seated. Some people are afraid to stand. Some hesitated to stand. And my question is it that you have no purpose? Is it that you don't understand what your purpose is? Or is it that you're afraid of your purpose? I love my people. And dare I say black people. And I hate to see when we suffer unnecessarily. I've been here for a very long time, and I've seen students who either don't understand, don't know, never define what their purpose is, suffer unnecessarily. Some of you, your parents sent you here. Apologies. And even if your parents sent you here, it is with a purpose. Believe me when I say it, maybe the only persons in the world that want you to be better than them are your who? Parents. No one else. So students, those who are here, I know you see feature on Sam Sharp, but I'm not speaking about Sam Sharp. I'm speaking to the future leaders and those who will lead our country in the next 10 years. So it's important to me that you find what your purpose is, that you hold on to that purpose, and even when the rain comes. Because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. And I've always said to my students, I don't hesitate to take your contribution to the school building program through the process of resit and redo. But if you're serious about why you're here, if you know what your purpose is, then redos and resits won't be something that troubles you. Your parents won't have to cry behind the scenes because of you. They won't be afraid to speak of you to their co-workers and their friends because you forgot your purpose. And I heard Prof said, 4 years from now, we will meet again. I hope all of you. Poor people don't have finances and resources to waste. If nothing else today, when you leave here, know what your purpose is. For me, my purpose is to ensure that the Western campus students are served and served well. Not the things we say, but purpose in what we do and how we do it. Last year when I was here, I was nervous because while I was speaking, I could hear the Western campus students saying, we have no fans, we have no ACs. This year I'm a little bit more confident because, Prof, we have fans and we have ACs. So, a little bit more, so that's purpose. Serving the students in the things we say, not what we say, but what we do. Purpose. So the staff must serve you because it's our purpose. And if ever you believe that we are not fulfilling our purpose, let us know. I am not here because I'm volunteering. I'm paid to be here. I'm paid to give you service. Demand service. Demand good service. And ensure that we grow because of how we serve you. Where does the sun rise? Anybody? Where does it set? Where? Say it loud, man. It sets where? In the west. There are two great things that happen each day, the sunrise and it sets. More people look forward to the sunset than they do to the sunrise. Here, where I'm dreaming, I believe, not long from now, in the near future, when we have orientation because of our growth and how we would have served and achieved our purpose, Western campus will have its own orientation. It is our purpose. CMU has seen its sunrise and rising. Let me say that, President Manley. Has seen its sunrise and sunrising. The next big event is the sunset. And I am telling you today, CMU's next greatest achievement or landmark is going to be in the West. In the West. The wise are from the East, my friend said, but they journey nonetheless. So my students who are online, my fellow co-workers and staff, as I express to the students the importance of purpose, I encourage us not to forget our purpose, to serve them well. Do all we can to ensure that they are successful. Lecturers, I'm begging you, some might be weaker than others. Do all you can to serve our students well. Some of them are young and they are just running away from home for the first time. Do all you can to serve them well. The child you build today might be that same child that employs your child tomorrow. Serve them well. Thank you very much.
All right, lots of motivational speeches happening all across the room. We can appreciate that. All right. So at this time, we are going to introduce our keynote. Now, Miss Rochelle, unfortunately, we had about 3 different speeches today. So you might have your work cut out for you just a little bit, because we have a lot of motivation happening in the room. So I hope that you're not nervous. I hope that you're not nervous, right? All right, so here to introduce our keynote this morning is Miss Sabrina Williams, and she's our Alumni Relations Officer. Please make her welcome.
Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Good morning. Lovely. All right, all protocols observed. It's my honor to introduce the keynote speaker, Miss Rochelle Cameron. Rochelle Cameron is an accomplished attorney at law with an impressive 25-year tenure at the Jamaican Bar, who has garnered an extensive experience in both the public and private sectors. Rochelle began her legal journey as a prosecutor in the Jamaican courts. Subsequently, she transitioned to the corporate arena, serving as the Vice President of Legal and Regulatory and Company Secretary, for one of the Caribbean's major telcos. Notably, Rochelle has held leadership roles in human resources and public relations. Her ability to navigate challenging situations has earned her a reputation as an expert business strategist. As the founder and CEO of Precinct Consulting Services Limited, she leads a team of professionals in the development and execution of business, legal, people, and communication strategies. Rochelle has also co-founded Ready to Emerge Limited, an organization dedicated to personal and professional growth. Rochelle's dynamic personality shines on stage as a keynote speaker at local and international events. With her unique adrenaline to rush, she blends passion, high energy, and humor to deliver engaging presentations on serious topics. Her ability to captivate audiences makes her an excellent communicator. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Rochelle Cameron.
Good morning, good morning. I know this morning is a little bleaky, so we really wanted to just lie down in our bed a little bit and wrap up, but we are here. So good morning. Good morning. So it's, I have actually been very sick for the last couple of days, and this morning at about 5 o'clock, I looked at one of my eyes was swollen shut. Not pretty. And I said, Lord, I am addressing the students of CMU. I need to open this morning. Purpose, because my purpose needs to be served. So my eye opened this morning. So I'm gonna need a better good morning. Good morning! Good morning. So I've been to a lot of orientations myself, and I might as well age myself. I went to University of the West Indies. I started in 1992, long before several of you were born. I see you doing the math in your head. It's like that is a big man. She's a big man. And when I started UWI, I would have been the first of my family's generation that was going to University of the West Indies. It was a big deal. It's a big deal. So I must say to you that coming into this room, I just felt this palpable energy in this space, because I am like, the hope of families are sitting in this room. Your parents' dreams are sitting in this room. And I know Mark said, I know Mark long time. It's Dr. Broomfield, no, Professor. When he said that a lot of your parents have sent you here, I know some of you didn't even want to necessarily be here this morning. Some of you are like, why have to be at a school that wears uniform? All kinds of things running through your heads. But I want you to understand that your purpose is to be at this institution. Your future and what you will bring not only to this nation, but to the world starts right here at this institution. You are privileged. You are privileged to be a part of this institution. Let me see the fathers in the room. Any fathers in the room? Fathers, can you stand up for me, fathers? Let me see you. Oh my God, please give them a round of applause. Any mothers in the room? Where are the mothers? Let me see you. Please stand. Please stand. Round of applause. Any of the village in the room, any of the grandmothers, the aunties, them, the sister and the brothers, the siblings, on the stand up, make me see you know. This too is your orientation. And fathers, when I see you here, because I go to a lot of graduation, I love to talk at graduations too. We see a lot of the mothers out, and we don't see the fathers. So just you being here is testament to the investment that you are making in the future of your children. And let me tell you, I just want to start with the village and the parents, that this is the most important investment that you will make. My mother is actually here now from New York. I'm very close to my mother. We talk on the phone every day. We have FaceTime. One time we used to have to talk on phone. Now we have FaceTime. And this morning she got up, she made my coffee and brought it to me. And she made some boiled egg. I love boiled egg. And she brought it to me. And she rubbed, I'm a big woman now. And she rubbed my head and she said, Princess, go out there and walk in purpose. It's funny you talk about purpose. She said, you were born for this. When I was studying in the nights, and I'm a lawyer, when I was studying for law, and she'd be up with me in the nights with the books. She don't know what the book I'm saying either, you know. But she up to. So she up with her Bible and she'll read her Bible. If I have to wake up at 2 o'clock, she up 2 o'clock with me. If I have to wake up at 3 o'clock, she up 3 o'clock with me. Because it's part of the investment in this journey. You don't have to ever have a degree, you know, parents. You never did even have to graduate from high school. But you have done so well already in life for your child to be here. You are already a success to have brought them right here. And I know some of you don't know where the first money coming from, you know. When I sit down and the people in orientation, then when I hear say, about the scholarship, them here, you know, you try to get one of them scholarship them for me. Because I don't have it. But let me tell you, today a part of your purpose is walking in faith. That the God that took you here is going to take you through the entire journey. And everything that you invested and put into bringing them into this room today will not be lost. So every step that they're taking, you're walking with them. Every move that they're making, you are there with them. And they will have disappointments, you know, because that's a part of the journey. But you draw them up, because sometimes we say, oh, we're so sorry you're falling, but we have to draw you back up and we bathe you off quick. And we put you back out there. So on this journey, don't just take them into the room today and let go. You have to take them through the entire course of this, bigging them up, checking in. You know, sometimes you reach this stage, university stage, and we nobody want to look upon the grades again because we say you're big people. I remember when I was graduating from law, because you have to do the law degree first and then you go to law school. I said in between graduation, I said, Mom, nobody pay for that. We could have saved the money there. And she said to me, no, darling, it's my graduation. She said, where were you when I was struggling to take you through? She said, I am going to be in photographs. So please, you put on the people them gown and you go up there, make me cheer and clap for me. So I want your parents to know that today is as much about you as it is about your students. Now, students, you know, when we talk about the journey starts here, life is a continuous journey. We're always in a process of growing and learning. So this will be the first of many orientations for you. Orientations in other universities, orientations in jobs, orientations where you will be up there on the mic, welcoming a new set of students. One of the things I want all of you students, I just want all of you to close your eyes for a second for me. Just close your eyes. And I want you to picture yourself in the graduation gown from CMU. I want you to hear your name being called on that loudspeaker. And right now, each of you, I want you to say your name out loud. Say your name out loud. We're not eating breakfast this morning. Each of you students, I want you to say your name out loud. Oh, good job. I'm not hearing the name. Say your name out loud. Me hear Rashada Powell. I want you to say your name out loud. So students, as a part of your journey and purpose, if nothing else you remember today, whenever you get a chance to say your name, never keep it silent. We have a way that we walk into spaces, we hold down our heads and we do not own the spaces that we're in. When you walk into CMU, you have to claim your territory. Any room you walk into, you claim it as your territory. You call your name in that space. You own your belonging in that space. You say, this space is mine. I will thrive in this space. I do not want to see any of these students of this 2024 year walking into, and all if you walk into the pharmacy, you walk in like you own it. Anywhere you walk into, you walk in and you claim it as your territory. Anytime you are asked to say your name, you do not hold your head down. You look upright and you say your name with pride because you say your name and already claiming it in bigger spaces than here. You have to say your name out loud so that Jesus hear it and implant it in spaces and in rooms that you do not know exist. So students, say your name out loud. Say your name again. That is correct. No, you don't have to ask me twice to say my name. Me just hear your name and I'm Rochelle Cameron. They ask who is available for that and you say, I said Rochelle Cameron. So a part of this journey is that we do not small up ourselves, okay? I don't care where any of us are coming from. In fact, I want you to be very proud of where you're coming from. I want you to be proud if it's one room you come from. You say, oh, when you go back into the one room, I want you to walk through the four corners of that one room and you're praising because it's that one room that brought you here. But that one room makes you dream big for many rooms. Some of us, to have purpose, have to come from little bit so we can aspire to much. So wherever you're coming from, I know some of you is taxi, bus, all kind of means you even took to reach here today. I want you to be in praise because there will be a time where you have many cars parked in your driveway. A part of this journey that starts here is that your brain gets into a space where you're willing to welcome all that belongs to you. You have to claim all that belongs to you. Now, there's something about smalling up yourself. Coming into anywhere, you come in and you're starting off classes and stuff and you start squeeze up yourself and afraid of the lecturer when them ask if you have a point to make, you know, but put up your hand because you don't want nobody to say you're idiot. Well, let me tell you something. You go through life not hearing the sound of your voice. and for other persons to not hear the sound of your voice. If you do not make yourself present, you will not be able to receive the presents that are yours. You have to make yourself available. Raise your hand, even when you don't know the answer. Show up on time, all the time. So one of the things I have learned is that if you do not show up on time, you're probably late for the opportunity that you've prayed for. Yeah. You have to be on time for it. So there's something about this journey that has an expectancy to it. You are expecting to come out successful at the other end of this journey. But not only are you expecting to come out successful, you are expecting to blow your mind and the people's minds around you. And I say this to say that it's easy to say I can get some C's. You don't care about no pass mark here. We don't do pass marks. We just want to know what gives you an A and what gives you an honors. That's what we care about. No, as you say, we're close to the C. So one of the things that I've always envisioned everywhere I go, I always see myself in the graduation outfit, always. I always picture how I look in the photo, and I always picture how my name will be called. So when I graduated from Norman Manley Law School, I was actually valedictorian. We never rich. In fact, I realized that we could have poorish. But poor is a state of mind. I have never been poor. I've always been wealthy. Because I have talent, I have skill, and so do you. So you have to walk in a state that I have everything that I need. And anything that I don't have, it's not for now, it's not for right now, but it is coming to me. Everything is going to come to you. The important thing is the start. A lot of us don't start. And I talk to the big people in here too. You know, a lot of us, we talk about the thing, but we don't start it. And when we start it, sometimes we start it, and we look and we say, 4 years? 4 years goes back like this. I just realized that I graduated from university probably about 30 years ago. And it feels like yesterday. If you do not start a journey, you cannot end a journey. But when you start it, there are going to be hurdles, you know. There are going to be potholes. You will go through loss. You will go through disappointments, but it is a part of the journey. And every time something comes in your way, you have to close your eyes again and remember yourself in the graduation gown. You have to close your eyes again and remember the promise that your life is. You have to speak again that I have started this, I will end this, and I will end it in glory. I want you to look at the students around you. Some of you don't know each other. What you know, and nowadays, on the top of your face a lot, you know. People don't smile again. Smiling is not in. I don't know what. I mean, you have internet. You don't have to work that hard. You have Google. You have TV show where you can watch on YouTube. There's so much that you have to be grateful for. So I want you to look around at some of the faces. These are going to be your fellow classmates. Now, one of the things that you must remember on this journey is better together. Let me tell you something. You see A's answer is not one. Yeah. A's are not one. Look around the room. When you go to the class, look for the bright people too. Yeah, because you know sometimes the idle people are more fun. Yeah, when they sit down under the tree and laugh. At daytime. I want you to look around for the movers and the shakers. You remember what your parents say, show me who your friends are and I tell you who you are. You want to be looking around at the people who are taking the notes in class, who are always showing up. Those who get in the A's, and ask yourself, how do they do it? I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that tribe. But better yet, can you be the one that people want to be a part of your tribe? Yes. So when you are in these classes, don't think that you have to like hold up your notes and your information. You know, one of the things that have gotten me through life, everything I have, I share. Because one of the things, you know, when I found out that Blessings are a thing. Like, God don't have like little bit of blessings. Like, what's your name again? I love how you say your name loud.
Brishana Powell.
Brishana. Brishana. Rishana. Almost like me. Rishana. And you hear her, she correct me. It's Rishana. So you see, Rishana, I can't forget Rishana. Now, one of the things that I found out early in my course of study is that if I found around me the people who are actually better than me at anything, I could give them some of the information that I have that I am better at, and they could share back with me. So it's a win-win situation. Yes. So like there were some subjects where me not so good on. Like some of the maths ones. Me never saw. I was better with the words, but I did like A-level math, because I love to do things where I'm not even so good at. So I could get better at it. So I look around immediately and I look who answer questions and when them talk, the teacher talk, who are not differently than me. You are my friend. Yes, you are my friend. Because when I come into a learning institution, my first purpose is I must learn. But I do not receive mediocrity. We do not wake up in the mornings to be mediocre. So I don't receive C's. C's are not associated with me. A's are associated with me. Excellence is associated with me because excellence is a habit. You see, when you strive for excellence, you are excellent in every area of your life, in your deportment, in your speech, how you show up. Because that at the end of the day is what matters. So I don't want you to look around and be wondering like, who bright? And you know who is bright? A bright person is a person who knows how to surround themselves with people who are smarter than them and better than them. When I hire people, I don't hire people who are at my level. You need to be brighter than me so you can teach me too. Yeah. So when you're in here, I want you to always be in a competition with your last best self. Ask yourself, if I could have gotten an A under those circumstances, can you imagine if I had pushed a little bit harder? When you're looking at your grades, say to yourself, sometimes we look and we say, but me can't pass that. Why are you passing that? As my mother always says, only wind you pass, just wind alone. No. We're going for the A's. Let me tell you something. Your parents don't tell you the truth about how hard it is to get you here, They have not told you the truth. They cannot tell you how difficult it is to take you on this journey because you cannot handle it. So while you're doing this, remember that you have an entire generation watching you. You are the dream of your ancestors come to life. Make them proud. Make them proud. So when you are a student of CMU, you don't come here to just take up space. You are space. Anywhere you sit, you spread yourself out. Ladies, you sit nicely though. But spread yourself out. Take up room. Lean into the opportunities. When the opportunities come in, raise your hand. You hear there are scholarships. Apply for it. If you do not put your name in the hat, no one will consider you. Make sure every lecturer know you, and they know you as the one that at the very least they try hard. You can't beat them with putting in effort. Because at the end of the day, it matters that you showed up in your best self. That you always, always, always do your best. Some of you, even to wash your clothes, we barely have the detergent for wash your clothes them. So you know what you do? You make sure you keep your white clothes extra white. You do that. Some of you can't afford no uniform for every day. You know it is, you iron a uniform on the wrong side and keep it well. But let me tell you something. This morning, one of my cousins is here. My birthday was last week, by the way. You can tell me happy birthday, yes? I had a very big birthday. Ooh, scary. So a couple of my cousins were here, and my cousin went into my closet, and she says, you have a lot of clothes in here. And I said to myself, I remember when I had a church dress. You remember when we have one church dress? Or two church dress, and you have a church shoes, one jeans pants. And back in our days, we used to have judging clothes. You don't call it yard clothes now. We used to call it judging clothes. And let me tell you, I have clothes in my closet now that have tags on it that I don't even remember that they're there. But I saw that closet in my dreams. Okay? So let me tell you something. There is no limit on what you can dream. I want to dream some dream where it scare you, it make you shiver. I want you to see yourself in places that you cannot even pronounce the names of. I want each of you this evening, you to write down the 10 things that you will do that will blow your mind. And you must write things that you're afraid for even look back on the paper. You're scared to look at it because how dare you? Today you're going to dream. How dare you dreams? How dare you little boy? How dare you little girl? How dare you dream so big? Because you will look back on it and you realize that when you set an intention for where your life is going to go, it is limitless. The only limit is you. You are the only limit. Nobody can do you nothing. Nobody can science you. The only limit is you. If you are lazy, you get back lazy results. If you're high performing, you get back high performing results. So today, as I am encouraging you, I'll leave you with this one last thing. No fenke students come to CMU. You know what fenke is? Yeah. No fenke. I sat on Universal Service Fund Board several years ago. And that board had approved some of the equipment that is here at CMU. When I see how this campus has expanded, is in Monique, is in Western Jamaica, you are a part of the history of greatness. You are a part of the history of greatness. Students, I want all of you to stand to your feet right now. Stand to your feet right now. And you can smile. By the way, smiles get you through so many doors. Now, one of the things I just want to leave you with what I call my power pose. Because I see in this room a set of powerful Jamaicans. Don't fold your arms. Release them. We're not smalling up ourselves in any way. Today, we're going to show our bigness. And I want you to stand with your feet, the shoulder width apart. Stand with your feet, take your hand out of your pocket, sir. And I want you to put your hand over your head. Stretch them out. And big up yourself. Stretch them out. And when you raise your hand and stretch them out, you say, I am claiming victory. I cannot hear you. I am claiming victory. All that is good is mine. This territory is mine. The A's are mine. My fees shall all be paid. And I will receive every blessing that has been bestowed on me. I will receive every blessing. And when you put up your hand, you say, yes! Yes! Thank you very much. So you see what you just did? I do that every morning in front of the mirror. This morning I felt like I could not make it. I had a fever. And let me tell you something. No matter how tired or sick you are, you show up. No matter how broken and bruised you are, you dress those wounds and you show up. To walk in purpose, you will not walk in purpose every time nicely. Sometimes you're torn up, you're battered, and you're bruised, but you will make it. And you get up, you look in that mirror, you say, oh my gosh, what a handsome guy I am. What a beautiful woman I am. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Thank you.
And I feel like she deserves another big one. Every blessing that has your name on it, it's yours. Remember that, all right? So just a few notices before we get on with our program. So if you look to the sides on the walls, you will see some QR codes posted. So if you want the program that we're following today, you can use those QR codes to access the program. Also, we have the International Travel and Cultural Exchange team downstairs in a booth. So if you are interested in work and travel and things like that, cultural exchange opportunities, please visit the booth downstairs. So we have been hearing from, faculty members, staff, and we heard from our guest speaker. Now we want to hear from students, because I know that we as staff, we might pretty up the thing, but when you hear from a student, you say, yeah man, it feel a little more authentic. It feel like them go through it and them can relate to what I'm going through. And so we want to invite our student testimonials. So they will come in this order. It will be Miss Christina Ramdio, all right, from the Faculty of Marine and Nautical Studies. We will have Miss Jessica James from the Faculty of Shipping and Logistics, and we will have Tanarj Minot from the Faculty of Shipping and Logistics in that order. So please make them welcome. And of course, to Miss Cameron, we are extending a heartfelt thank you for that presentation. Don't leave, we need to talk, all right?
Good morning. As I reflect on my first year in the Faculty of Marine and Nautical Studies, I'm reminded of the wise word of Admiral Richard E. Byrd: the sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever. Indeed, my experience in the faculty has been nothing short of captivating, and I'm eager to share my thoughts on why this faculty has been instrumental in shaping me into a future maritime leader. Good day. I am Year 1, about to be Year 2, the cadet Ramdio Christina, and I'm pursuing a Bachelor's of Science degree in Marine Transportation. The faculty's emphasis on rules and regulation has been a crucial aspect of my growth. The honor code, cadets do not lie, cadets do not cheat, or tolerate anyone who does because of integrity and honor, has taught me the importance of honesty, accountability, and respect for others. By adhering to these principles, I have developed a strong sense of moral compass, which I believe is essential for success, in the maritime industry. I've learned to approach challenges with integrity, to lead by example, and to prioritize the well-being and safety of my fellow cadets and future crew members. Moreover, the faculty's strict adherence to safety protocols and regulations has instilled in me a deep appreciation for the importance of safety at sea. I've come to understand that safety is not just a rule, but a way of life in the maritime industry. The faculty's commitment to academic excellence has also been impressive. The curriculum The curriculum is comprehensive and challenging, covering a wide range of topics from maritime law to ship construction and stability. Most of the instructors are experienced professionals in this field, providing valuable insights and mentorship. I have been encouraged to think critically, solve problems creatively, and collaborate with my peers. As I look forward to my second year, I am excited to continue learning from experienced instructors and industry professionals such as the Dean of our faculty, Captain Devron Newman. I am confident that the skills and knowledge I acquire will serve me well in my future endeavors. I am proud to be a part of a community that values honor, integrity, and safety above all else. In conclusion, I firmly believe that the Faculty of Marine and Nautical Studies is an exceptional faculty that prepares students for success in the maritime industry. The rules and regulations in place are not mere guidelines, but essential components of a well-rounded education. I'm forever changed by my experience in the faculty, and I'm excited to see where my journey takes me to next. As I embark on this chapter, I'll carry the lessons I've learned and the values I've adopted with me, always remembering the sea. Once it casts its spell, holds one in its wonder forever. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's an absolute honor to stand before you today and share my journey as a student at the Caribbean Maritime University. I began my journey here in the year 2021, and during that time, it was the COVID period, so we were online for the first year. I was filled with a mixture of emotions: anticipation, anxiety, and of course, excitement. Over the past 3 years, CMU has become more than just an educational institution for me. It has opened up a transformative chapter in my life. It has been a place where I can do more than just learn. It has been a nurturing ground for growth and self-discovery for me, and it can do the same for each and every one of you. I have had the privilege of learning from distinguished lecturers, participating in extracurricular activities, and lastly, forging friendships that I know will last for a lifetime. Today, I stand here to take you on my journey through my university experience, a journey that has shaped me both personally and professionally, one that was filled with challenges, achievements, and unforgettable memories at the Caribbean Maritime University. Greetings once more. My name is Jessica James, a fourth-year student studying under the Faculty of Logistics, pursuing my bachelor's degree in Logistics and Supply Chain Management, and has completed 3 successful years here at this fine institute. I reside in the parish of St. James and attend the Western CMU campus, where I serve as the Vice President of Academics and Activities on the Student Union Guild. I started CMU in the year 2021. I was fresh out of high school and then applied to this institute based on recommendation from a past student and my career choice. My first advice to you is to know if the program that you applied for is what you truly want, and if you see yourself studying for that program in the next 4 years. In my first year at this institute, I had made my first achievement of acing all my courses, and I was rewarded with an outstanding performance certificate the following year at award ceremony. Entering CMU, I was a shy, reserved individual that has potential, but there was room for growth. I made it my duty to overcome those character flaws. Hence, each semester I set goals to achieve and get myself involved in as many activities as I could to get me to socialize and build my character. By the time I made it to year 2, I had a pristine transcript, strictly A's and B's. I continued that trend straight throughout my years here at the Institute, so you all know it is possible to maintain good grades as long as you put your mind to it and you work towards it. 2 significant moments during my college experience were the accolades I received for my academic achievements. Earning a place both on the Dean's Honor Roll and the President's Honor Roll was a moment of pride. Showcasing my commitment and effort in upholding a strong GPA. These accolades are a recognition of my efforts and provide encouragement to strive for greater achievements. Aside from my academic success, I participated in extracurricular activities that played a role in developing my leadership abilities. I was privileged to be the public relations officer for the sports club, allowing me to form a close connection with my sports community and further fuel my love for sports through sharing it with others. I also had a major role in the Tourism Action Club as the vice president, organizing meetings and spreading information about Jamaica's tourism industry. After serving as the VP, I was ready for a higher role and was elected president the next year. Use your time here at the Institute wisely and join clubs that aligns with your interests. Your time here at this institute will shape your personal and professional development immensely. The awards and leadership roles not only enriched my college life, but also equipped me with skills and experiences that I will carry forward into my future endeavors. Beginning your education here at CMU will be a life-changing experience. It is a place where one can develop oneself. You'll face challenges outside of your comfort zone and encounter difficult courses. But in doing so, you will gain problem-solving skills and critical thinking skills that will prepare you to succeed professionally. CMU offers a plethora of opportunities to take on leadership positions that will enhance your communication abilities. It's a place of diverse cultures and an institute that develops well-rounded individuals ready to make a meaningful impact on the world. Welcome to CMU.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Master of Ceremonies, University President, Madam Guest Speaker, esteemed lecturers, exceptional student leaders, and the student body, a warm welcome to you all. It is with great pleasure and honor that I share my experience and testimonial with you all today. Standing before such an impressive assembly of leaders, I am deeply humbled. As a girl from a small rural community, often referred to as the woods, this moment is particularly meaningful to me. My name is Tanarj Minot, and I am currently pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Choosing this course has been a fulfilling decision, perfectly aligning with my goal of exploring new and diverse fields. Although I initially aspired to attempt CMU's main campus, financial constraint led me to enroll at the Manley campus in 2021. This decision, however, has turned out to be highly advantageous. My experience at the Manley campus has been incredibly positive. As the Year 4 class representative, I've had the privilege of working closely, Year 3, sorry. I have had the privilege of working closely with dedicated lecturers who goes above and beyond to ensure our success. Their commitment to our education and professional growth has been truly inspiring. Despite being a smaller campus, we have cultivated a robust sense of community and collaboration that has enriched my academic journey. Our close-knit environment has fostered meaningful relationships and has allowed us to support one another in a unique and impactful way. Navigating my academic path has not been without its challenges. Balancing righteous coursework with leadership responsibilities and personal adaptability. Yet, though determination and faith, I have managed to maintain a record of never failing a course. This achievement is a testament to the support I have received from my family, friends, and mentors, and to the strength I have found through my faith in God. My journey has been guided by a deep belief in God's guidance and support. Through moments of doubt and difficulty, I have found solace and strength in my faith, which has been a cornerstone of my perseverance and success. It is this unwavering faith that has carried me through the toughest times and helped me seize the opportunities presented to me. As I approach my final year, I am enthusiastic about the upcoming opportunities and experiences. One challenge we face is our desire to engage more with activities at the main campus and to feel more integrated into the broader CMU community. Although we are physically distant, our connection to CMU remains strong, and we continuously seek ways to bridge this gap. Reflecting on my journey, I am filled with gratitude for the support and guidance I have received. The lessons learned, both academically and personally, have shaped my perspective and fueled my aspirations. I am eager to leverage these experiences as I continue to pursue my goal and contribute to our collective success. Thank you.
See? Do we really have to say anything more? Do we really have to say anything more? You are at one of the best institutions in the Caribbean, might I say, in the world, right? And it's not just from the staff, but you've heard from our students. Now we want to take a break, and so we're going to entertain you for just a little bit, because at CMU, we are not just about academics. We're also about well-rounded individuals who can serenade us very well, right? So I want to invite our CMU Creative Arts team, and they will be doing our entertainment item for this morning. Please put your hands together and welcome them.
Sing they don't know, and I say they don't know, no, 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 no. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Sing only I know, oh yes, only I know. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Sing them say they dancing and them say they performance. Enough people say me life and one, but them no know say more time it look dormant, and them no see say a me belly me a crawl pan. Mama just called me with tears in her eyes. She never know me have a stage show tonight. Not even she see the fear in my eyes. But me have to go and put on the show, cause they don't know. No, they don't know, Lord. They see you smile and they don't know what you feel inside. Only you know, yes, Jah, yes. Only you know. Cause they see you smile and they don't know what you feel inside. Inna the boiling sun, me footing it on the streets. Righteous music, I putting it on the beat. But nothing no righteous about how life set. If you don't know hard life, then you don't know life yet. But Papa just called me poverty, make him a screw. Him never know, say me have an interview. But guess what? I still have to put on this show because they don't know. I said they don't know. They don't know, Jah. See you see me smile, but you don't know what I feel inside. Sing only I know, oh yes, sing only I know, Jah. Cause they see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside. Yeah, yeah. They don't know what I feel on the inside when I'm alone at night. Sing they don't know what I feel on the inside. Oh yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Now I feel like him deserve a better clap than that. Thank you, sir, for that wonderful performance. Now we want to jump back into our presentations. So coming to us at this time is Mrs. Tracy Ann Gordon Morgan, our Student Experience and Involvement Officer, and she will be bringing the Office of Student Services highlight. Please make her welcome.
Good morning again, everyone. I can proudly stand here this morning and let you all know that I am a product of the CMU. I graduated back in 2018. Now, we love to refer to our students as the heart of CMU. And I'm not sure if you all understand the importance of the heart. Do you? You do? All right. So if you remove the hand or the foot from the body can still operate, right? But you dare not remove the heart because you're dead. So that's how important our students are to us. And you're so important that we have a department with 9 units that is here to serve you. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about those units. So first, we have our placement unit, our student experience and involvement. It's formally called the placement unit. Now, with the placement unit, we assist our students with finding internship opportunities because there is a 3-credit course here at the CMU where it's mandatory for you to do 240 hours of work experience because our aim is to have industry-ready students. When you graduate from the CMU, it shouldn't be hard for you to find a job. Now, we also assist you with finding jobs even after you graduate. Our next unit is our discipline unit. Now, what the discipline unit does, it helps to ensure proper deportment. So, you know, you're wearing uniforms, so we have persons here, you know, to guide you along the way because you may tend to slack off at some point. You don't want to wear the uniform. So our discipline unit is here to monitor that and to ensure that you are wearing your uniform well. They also help to ensure student adherence to the university's dress code, to the university code of conduct, investigates and educates student disciplinary matters and other discipline grievances. They also assist students with transition to the university and assist with safety and security of our students. We have our student support services and a student housing unit as well. And this unit actually oversees the Admiralty and Copacabana housing facility. The dorm wardens liaise with the housing coordinator in the Office of Student Services. The Admiralty housing accommodates 160 students, 160 persons, and within this academic year, we're able to accommodate 82 persons. We also have the clubs and societies, and they're designed to meet the very needs of the student body. The clubs are guided by faculty advisors, so we won't just leave you alone. We'll have persons advising you. And you're also able to set your own governing body, meet weekly. You'll have weekly meetings to ensure that everything is running smoothly, and host events and engage in outreach. So our clubs and societies is within the Student Support Services unit, and they're here to assist you with all of that. We have our Student Support Services welfare as well. So with you will actually get health insurance. So once you've paid your auxiliary fees, you are actually, Once you pay your auxiliary fees, the health insurance is there for you. We also have our Earn and Learn program. How this works, you're actually able to earn while you're learning, as it states. No, it's not during class time. It's in between those times that you don't have class. We also have a special assistant lunch program where we assist students who may not necessarily have something to eat every day. Unfortunately, it's not open to everyone, so we actually encourage you to apply for these programs early. We also have the Path Tertiary Bursary. So we actually coordinate for persons who are enrolled in Path. We do have a department, a unit that's here to assist you. And as I said, we encourage you all to enroll in these programs early because you don't want to miss out. All right? Now we have a sports unit. So it's not just about classroom, it's not just about studying. We want you to have some fun as well. So we have different areas under the sports unit. We have cheerleading, we have netball, rugby, football, basketball, volleyball, rowing, hockey, fencing, track and field, and swimming. So feel free to enroll in one of these. Currently, the first 6 is what we have active right now. So within the sports unit, we encourage sports webinars. We have sports quiz competitions, fitness tests, skill-based presentations, sports internal and external competitions, and so forth. Now, we also have a counseling and chaplaincy unit. Now, we do understand that it's not going to be easy going through these 4 years, especially for the persons who have to leave home to probably board somewhere close to here. You're being away from family. You may need someone to talk to. So our counseling unit helps students maintain good mental health, social, emotional, and spiritual well-being, both individuals and group counseling sessions. The sessions are facilitated virtually, by telephone, or even face-to-face. And appointments can be made by sending an email to our counseling unit, and that email address is counseling@cmu.edu.jm, or you may call our extension at 43271. Now, we also have a community engagement unit, and it implements the community's, it implements strategies of the university in the community. It also helps to develop and implement a range of innovative techniques to engage the community. It builds positive, mutually beneficial relationships between local communities where the university operates and the shipping and allied community at large. Under the community engagement unit, we do things such as 5K runs, beach cleanups, and feel free to bring your ideas to us. Now, we also have our alumni relations unit. And what this does, it creates a strong link between the university and its graduates, to link the alumni to each other, to link the alumni to the university, as well as to link the alumni to the current student. Now, you heard one of our students from the Creative Arts singing lovely just now. The Creative Arts unit also falls under the Office of Student Services, and it seeks to engage students who are artistically and creatively inclined. Students are given the opportunity to creatively express themselves locally at the CMU and on a national level as well in competitions that's held by the Jamaica Cultural Development Commissions, Talawa, and several others. Students are engaged in creative expression such as visual arts, literary arts, and the performing arts. You heard from our student union president earlier, and the student union is a democratic student-led organization that seeks to represent, support, and enhance the lives of its members. The Student Services provides advice and guidance to the union as well. And again, you're not left alone in any aspect of your journey. Last but not least, we have our disabilities unit, and this is to ensure that the university meets their obligation to provide access to students with disabilities. Now, the contact information for our Student Affairs Department, it's 924-8150 extension 4001, or you may email us at studentaffairs@cmu.edu.gm. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Gordon Morgan. All right, so now we're going to jump into the accounts and finance matters. I know that a lot of parents are going to be interested in this aspect of the presentations today. And so our bursar, Miss Amanda Nemhard, will make that presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome again to the Caribbean Maritime University. We are so pleased to have you here. Now, let's talk money. It's up. All right, so first, let's get into registration criteria. So you guys should know that to become a registered student, you'd have to become first pre-registered, and then you'll have to be financially cleared. All right, so financial clearance. When you receive your financial clearance, it would give you access to a wide array of the university's resources. These include classes, to submit your coursework, writing your mid-semester, identification card, your health card, and of course, your library materials and transcript and other documents. All right, so what are the type of financial clearances that we have? So we have two types of financial clearance. The first one is conditional clearance. With conditional clearance, once you follow the university's approved payment plan, which we'll get into a minute, then you automatically have conditional clearance. Conditional clearance will give you access to all the university's resources with the exception of registry documents, that's like a transcript and other letters, unless it's for lending or scholarship purposes. You also would not get access to your final exams on conditional clearance. So then we have full clearance. With full clearance, our students who would have paid their entire tuition in full, along with their auxiliary fees, they automatically get full clearance and they get access to all the university's resources. All right, so throughout the year, your status can change from conditional to full, and you can also be placed on conditional hold, on clearance hold. So say, for example, in the event that you would have gotten a scholarship and your donor stated that they were going to pay over the monies to CMU by the 28th of this month, and then when we check, we haven't seen those monies being paid, then what we would do is put you on a financial hold and reach out to your donor to see if we can get the money. Say also, for example, you were on conditional clearance, and then you went ahead and then you paid all of your tuition, you automatically move from conditional clearance to full clearance. And if you miss payments while on conditional clearance, then you might be placed on financial hold, and there might be a hold on the resources that you have access to. All right, so this is the approved payment plan that I mentioned before. A copy of this is available at the Office of the Treasury, and it will also be sent out to the students. So for our full-time students, you are supposed to pay 20% plus your auxiliary fees by August 31st. By September 30th, another 15% is due. This is around the time of, this will give you access to your mid-semester, so I suggest that you keep in line with this plan. By October 31st, you have an next 10%, and November 30th, the remaining 5% for 50% for that semester. And that also translates into semester 2. As I said, this is available for pickup at the Treasury, and it will also be sent out to the students. All right, so for our part-time students, their classes normally span over 3 semesters, so we did their payment plan as such. For semester 1, so August 31st, you will have to pay 10% plus your auxiliary fee, September 30th, and next 10%, October 31st, 10%, and then November 5th, 5%. And this transitions into semester 2 as well. For the final semester, between May, June, and July, you would have to pay 10% respectively each month, and that would complete your tuition payments. All right, so for our student loan students, your clearance will be updated when you reach to a status C. and you have paid your full auxiliary fees. Auxiliary fees aren't normally covered by SLB, so you'd have to pay those out of pocket. If you have any issues making with student loan, I suggest that you reach out early, because sometimes it's a tedious process, and we'll try our best to assist you and help with clearance and stuff like that. But please, reach out to us. All right, so our scholarship students. So if your scholarship does not cover auxiliary fees, then you know you'd have to pay your auxiliary fees out of pocket. If you receive a partial scholarship or a grant, say for example you receive a grant of 100,000 and your school fees 500,000, you know you'd have the remaining 400,000 plus the auxiliary fee to pay either out of pocket, you can obtain a loan, or you can try obtain more than one scholarships. When you receive your scholarship, please have them send the commitment letter to the Caribbean Maritime University at accounts.edu.jm. When the letter is sent, we'll be able to update your clearance. Sometimes the payments come after, but once we get that commitment letter, then we can update your clearance in the meanwhile. All right, so accommodation and boarding. So for the students who will be staying on dorms, the following payment plan is what we have. So you'd have to pay 50% in semester 1, plus your caution fee and internet fee. Those are 15,000 each, so it's 30,000 total plus the 50% of your boarding fee. In semester 2, you will have to pay the remaining 50% of the boarding fees. All right, so these are our preferred payment methods. So we accept payments through Bill Express and Paymaster, both online and in branch all over the world. And we also have an in-house cashier. We accept cash, card, and manager's check. We highly recommend that students do not walk with large sums of cash for safety reasons. So if you have cash, we suggest that maybe you put it on a card or you do a transfer or something like that. We also have a NCB online, and you can also pay by NCB online or in branch. The account numbers will also be sent out to the students with the relevant information so that they can get access to the payment methods. All right, so these are some issues that we have with the payment methods. So when you're sending through NCB or any online platform, in the description, please include the name of the student as well as the ID numbers. Sometimes when the information comes to us through the banks, we're unable to identify which student account to put the monies to. You can also send us an email with the receipt so that we can update the student account. We do not accept ATM payments through NCB. It doesn't come to us. So please do not make any payments at the ATMs at all. Through other you can do transfers to other financial institutions as well. Those normally take a few days, so we advise against it, but if you're willing to wait for the transaction to be processed, then you can go ahead and make other bank transfers. All right, so general information. All the fees, including boarding, tuition, auxiliary fees, all of those are available on the CMU website. We will also send out an email with the relevant information so that you can have access to that. Students can also obtain their interim statement balance through the SRS platform, so they can see how much they pay, how much they owe, and how much they are billed for. If you have any queries, if you have any receipts to be sent, please send it to accounts@cmu.edu.jm. All right, so these are some important Treasury contacts. You can take a picture if you want. You can reach out to us at the Treasury. If you have any information, if you have any queries, these are the persons you reach out to. We have assigned persons for different areas. You can give us a call, you can drop by the office, and we'll be happy to assist in any way that we can. All right, for all other queries, please send to accounts@cmu.edu.jm or bursary@cmu.edu.jm. All right, thank you guys so much for your time. If you have any questions, if you have any problems making payments, I suggest that you reach out before and do not wait until the last minute. At the Office of the Treasury, we are happy to help you guys. We're happy to facilitate any payment plans. So just come and give us a visit, please. Thank you.
Awesome. So we know that school fee really is daunting. And sometimes when you look at CMU's tuition versus other tuition, you might get a little anxious, but we understand, and so we have placed all of these payment plan options in place with you in mind. All right? So next up on our agenda for today is our library services highlight, and Miss Philippa Osborne, our university librarian or acting university librarian, will come and make that presentation to you. Please make her welcome.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I bring you a warm welcome from the library team. This morning, I'm just here to share with you some pertinent information about the library and our collection, our hours of opening, and our contact information and the services we offer. We operate from three campuses: the main campus here, Port Royal campus, and the Western campus. At the main campus, we're open from Mondays to Fridays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Port Royal campus is open from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Western campus, the library there accommodates our collection, and they're open on Mondays to Thursdays, 8:30 to 4 p.m., Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m., and on Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, our collection. Our collection consists of the following materials. We have books both in printed form and ebooks, and with the ebooks you can access them from your remote area, anywhere in the world you are, as long as you have the login, which we'll share with you when we come to you. We have electronic resources, other electronic resources such as databases, ebook collections, research papers, which you'll be doing in your final year, but you started earlier. Journals, both printed and e-journals. We have magazines in printed form, CD-ROMs and DVDs, and past examination papers. Okay, so in order to borrow materials, persons have to be eligible in doing so. You'd have to ensure that you're fully registered, all your fees are paid, and all of that is up to date. Students registered with the library can use its facilities. You can borrow books from the open shelf area, which you borrow for 3 weeks, from the reference collection, that's for overnight, and from the SAM program, that is the security program, books borrowed overnight will be loaned for 1 week because they only come on the weekends. So that's for 1 week. Overnight books, they cannot leave the library until 10 a.m. Overdue materials. There's a cost when you borrow the material and you don't return it on time, and we have the fees attached there. Overnight books are for $150 per day. The open shelf collection, each book is for $40 per day. Okay, services offered. We offer photocopying services, printing services, referral to other libraries. For the photocopying service, it is done in the library, and each student wanting to copy will have to purchase a copy card for $200. $200 is a fix on it, so you're really just getting the card with the money on it, and you pay that at the desk. And you can top up the card. Please, when you get these cards, don't throw them away. You can just refill them with the finances, and you copy at your leisure. However, you have to stick to the jam copy guidelines. And those are very, very strict guidelines. There's a certain percentage of the material that you cannot photocopy. Printing services is also done at the desk. We don't print from hard devices. You have to send it to our email, and our email is affixed cmulibrary123@gmail.com. We offer referral services to other libraries, because sometimes you're studying, and at this level, you will be needing other information that we might not have in the library. And for that, you would request a referral letter, and the librarian would get in touch with the other library that you're going. You'd pick up your referral letter, and you go to the library. But whenever you're going, please ensure that you have your CMU student ID with you. There are some libraries that you have to pay a fee. Other services offered. We have 9 computers in the library, and you can use that to browse, type up for research purposes and schoolwork purposes only. We have a laptop loan service, and for that, you'd have to request it. Students can borrow a laptop for a period of 1 month. You can borrow this device more than once, depending on the availability, but you will have to reapply each time. The application form is on the SRS, and you will inform the library staff of on the day it is available to collect the computer. Okay, now we're on to the Turnitin plagiarism software. Many of you might be aware of what plagiarism is. I hope so. At this level, you should have, even the basic idea. And plagiarism software is used for the following reasons: to prevent plagiarism, to investigate authorship, to provide feedback, and for academic skills, to improve your academic skills. We'll go more into all of this because we will come to you at your classes individually when school starts, and you'll also get a document with a guide to the library with all the logins for the e-resources, all the e-resources, our contact details, all of that information is in there. Okay, so we are also on social media. You can contact us through our social media. We have an Instagram page, which we publish to. We have and the Gleaner and Observer publishers, and other links you may find interesting. We also have a Facebook page. That one is the Library of the Caribbean Maritime University. The Instagram is Library of the CMU. We are also on Twitter and on WhatsApp. And finally, our contact information. The library can be contacted at 876-924-8150, 876-924-81756. The extension for the circulation desk is 4243. For the processing room, 4325. The librarian's office, 4239. And you can always email us at cmulibrary.123@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Osborne. We are jumping into our other presentation for this morning, and it is occupational health and safety. Now, this is something that is very dear to Mr. Stapleton's heart, and you will hear his passion coming out. And along with him will be Nurse Carol Bennett. Please make them welcome.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Leslie Aaron, and this is Sister Carol Bennett. We will be presenting this morning on, in fact, I will be presenting on occupational safety and health, while Nurse Bennett or Sister Bennett will be presenting on health and safety. But let me point out to you, ladies and gentlemen, a point that we all should note, that occupational safety and health is that aspect of management that is concerned with safety, health, and of course, the welfare of people at work. Now, having said this, I want you to relax at this point in time and to continue viewing the screen for our short presentation. Thank you.
Welcome to the Caribbean Maritime University, where your future sets sail. We're thrilled to have you on board as you embark on your journey towards excellence. Here at the CMU, your health and safety are as important as your education. We are committed to creating a safe environment for everyone, but we need your help. Let's go over a few simple yet crucial guidelines to keep everyone safe. First up, emergency response. If you hear the alarm, evacuate promptly. No time to waste. Head straight to the assembly point at the parade square, where we'll do a head count. Then wait for further instructions before returning to the building. It's quick, it's simple, and it could save lives. Hold on to handrails while using the stairs. They're there to prevent slip, trips, and falls. Don't block your vision when walking or sit on the guardrails. They're there to protect you. Fire safety is everyone's responsibility. Please do not tamper with the fire extinguishers. They're there for emergencies. And if you're trained, remember the PASS method in putting out fires. For those of you driving on campus, remember to obey the speed limit and park facing out. Safety does not stop at the campus gate. Stay vigilant on the main roads too. Drive at the speed limit, especially on the Norman-Manley Highway. Now about the jetty. It's out of bounds unless your program requires it. If you need to visit the area, we'll ensure that you are properly instructed. Remember, safety first. At CMU, we're committed to your health and safety. But remember, it's a partnership, so pay attention, avoid anything hazardous, and let's keep our campus safe together. Welcome to the CMU family.
Okay, you have seen that. And you have seen about health and safety, but we are now to tell you about health and wellness. I am Carol Bennett, Sister Carol Bennett, as you have heard before, and I am here to tell you about our center. Now, meet the team. Our operating hours are from Mondays to Fridays, 8:15 to 5:30. Services offered: basic first aid treatment, where you know you're new, coming from home, young, so you'll get cuts and bruises. We deal with those minor cuts and bruises. Medical first aid. Injury will happen. Where it happened, on spot, we'll deal with it right away on the spot. We also do assessment, treatment, and referrals. Now, if there's a condition where we are having challenges with, then we will refer you to the person with the necessary expertise. However, we are asking you to notify the healthcare team, especially if you have a chronic illness, such as diabetes, high blood pressure, you suffer from fits or asthma. We encourage you to take your medication with you and encourage you to take them as prescribed. If you are having a problem, please contact us. Now, a note of care. If you are a diabetic and you have medication that you need to keep cool, please, we will secure it for you. What do you do if you become ill? That will happen. First of all, do not report to school. Inform your parents, guardian, or family member. You know they will get a little bit panic. Inform program coordinator or lecturer. They need to know why you're not in class. Visit your doctor and present your health card, which you have in photo. You will have it, and it will now help you to cut down on the cost. Most of all, if necessary, request a sick certificate from your doctor, and that is particularly important when you're writing your exams. Now, infection control practices. You know we have passed through a period of pandemic with COVID. It is still here. Now, accompanying that is monkeypox. I have a few brochure that you can access when you are going home on monkeypox. But same principles occur for everything, applies to everything. So these are the practices that you need to observe. Hand washing, sanitizing, wear a mask, practice proper sneezing and coughing etiquette, especially in public places. Eat well to boost your immune system with fruits and vegetables. Avoid sweet drink mostly water. Exercise and maintain fitness. Remember, we talk about all of those activities that are available to you. Please support them. Thank you, and see you then.
Thank you to the Occupational Health and Safety team. And of course, in keeping with the same safety theme, we want to invite Mr. Romeo Somerville. He is our Security Assurance Coordinator, and he will be giving us this safety and security highlight. So while we wait on Mr. Somerville to come, we want to plug here our Maritime Awareness Week that is coming up in September. Now that week is September 24 to 27 on the main campus. So we're gonna have a week of activities to celebrate the fact that, you know, we're a maritime campus and all the things that comes with being a maritime campus. So on Monday, we'll have our media day. On Tuesday, we'll have our campus talk and tour, and that will feature women in maritime. On Wednesday, we will have our innovation challenge, where we will see our engineering students actually come up with solutions to problems in the manufacturing industry. On Thursday, we'll be doing our community initiative, and that will be in the form of a blood drive. So if you want to be a part of that, please speak with myself or Mrs. Bobby Brown. We are from the Office of Marketing and Communications, and we'll be able to, you know, sign you up for that. And then, of course, on Friday, we'll have our Maritime Mania. Now, I'm not sure if anyone here or online has been to any of our Maritime Mania events, but those are spectacular. So this one, we're going bigger and better. We'll have industry partners here. We'll have lots of rides and games. And of course, we will have students from high schools coming, touring the campus. We'll have boat rides. We'll have just the whole shebang. So be a part of that. It is September 23 to 27 to celebrate Maritime Awareness Week. Anybody excited? That's not how excitement sounds. Anybody excited? At the very least, excited for the boat tour. Thank you. All right, Mr. Somerville will make the presentation at this time.
Hello, everyone. Let me see the hands of those who have an iPhone. Let me see the hands of those who have a Samsung phone. Perfect. Anybody have $1 million on them right now? All right, good morning, everyone. Or it's afternoon now. My name is Romeo Somerville. I am the Security Assurance Coordinator here at the university. I am a part of the security unit here at the university. Now, just as how you consider your iPhones, your Samsungs as your assets or things that are dear to you, the Caribbean Maritime University consider you, our students, as our valued assets. So we tend to put measures in place to safeguard our assets, which are our students. Now, the security unit serves as that primary source that provides safety and security to all students. Anybody that conducts business with university, our primary responsibility is to ensure that you do so in a safe and secure environment. Now, the team consists of a security manager, Mr. Milton Reed, here at the back. Mr. Milton Reed, show them your hand, please. as the security manager, and yours truly. We have our contracted security officers at the front gate that you would have had some interface with this morning. Anybody had any bad experience with the security this morning? Okay, wonderful. And moving forward, any issues that you have with the security at the gate, you speak to myself or Mr. Milton Reed. So how do we protect our students, or how do we secure the facility? The security unit, we put different security measures in place. For example, we have security cameras on the campus. Our campus is, secured in a way where once you're here doing business at university, our aim is to ensure that you do so in a safe and secure environment. We also coordinate with the local police. We have the Harborview Police as well as the East Kingston Police, as well as the airport police that we do coordinate with. We also coordinate with the Deans of Discipline to ensure your safety and your security. How do we assist our students? So one, if you have an item that is lost or stolen, that is when you report it to us. If you feel threatened, if another student, another staff, persons at Harborview threatens you, that is when we come in, because we do coordinate with the Harborview Police. We have the Harborview Police on speed dial. They are also stationed in the area where they patrol the area, and they also give us feedback as it relates to how our students operate in the area. Now, as I said, this is not going to be a very long presentation. I have like 5 minutes, so I'm just going to leave you with some security tips. One, as persons mentioned earlier on, you all have iPhones and Samsungs. I'm sure that you all would have passwords as well as different security measures that you put in place to safeguard your assets. Now, tip number one, ensure that your passwords that you put on your phone are passwords that are not easily guessed by other persons. I know probably right now we have persons who probably have their password as their date of birth, their mother's name, their child's name, their pet's name, or something like that. But in this industry, how persons get access to your information, they try to use information that they know about you, because that is what most of us do as humans. We put things as password that they are dear to us. For example, one time I had a password with my son's name, and his mother was able to guess it and went into my phone and caused a lot of problems. So we put passwords we put passwords in place that are not easily guessed by other individuals. Stay informed about campus security. There are times when the security unit will share information with the marketing team, and we publish that to our students. For example, any incident in the Harborview area, security tips as it relates to safeguarding your assets. We would share information like that with the marketing team, so you have access to that. Don't share too much information online. I know we have a lot of persons here who like to go out, and once we go out, we like to take photos. As soon as we reach on the beach or we're at the airport, we start posting our photos so everybody knows where we're at the current moment. So once we do that, criminals or persons now know that, yes, we have left the house. So therefore, it's time now that we can go and take whatever, we can go and live life because she's going on vacation. When we share our passports, when we share our credit cards, whatever we share on the internet, persons are able to pull information from it and probably clone or copy your information and use it to conduct business on your behalf. Keep your valuables secure at all times. Your phones, again, which are your valuable assets to you right now. As I mentioned, we start off by putting in passwords. One time we had an incident where a student came back from the work and travel program, and she bought one of those MacBook, one of those laptops. And you know where she put the laptop to charge? She actually placed it on her window sill to charge while she went into the bathroom. And somebody saw it and decided that, okay, free laptop. And so people or persons tend to do silly stuff like that, not safeguarding their assets. Coming to the university in the mornings, some persons might travel through downtown Kingston, through Spanish Town, through Harborview to get to university. I recommend we travel or try to travel in groups of 2. When you're traveling, always pay attention to your surroundings. We have persons nowadays who, while they're walking with their earbuds. They're walking and texting. They know nothing that is happening around them. In this date and time, in Jamaica, you have to pay attention to whatever is happening around you. You have to stay abreast of your surrounding at all times. Now, my final thing to you is security begins with you. You must put measures in place to safeguard whatever assets you have. Your life is important. You have to put measures in place. Secure your life, secure whatever asset that is valuable to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Somerville. All right. So we are going through the presentations very quickly because we want to get you out of here. I understand we've been sitting for a while. It's a lot of information, and so we're trying to get through it as quickly as possible. So coming to us now is the presentation from the Office of Digital Transformation, and Mr. Lamar Clark will make that presentation. He'll be talking about how you can navigate the university software and the IT infrastructure. Please make him welcome.
All right, thank you for having me. Students, thank you for allowing me to be here to speak with you today. I must say good afternoon, ladies and gents. All right, so today I will be talking to you about the software and learning technologies. I won't spend a lot of time on it because I understand there are concurring activities occurring at this time. I want to get you out there so you can enjoy some of them. And of course, I will speak to you more in detail on Thursday, I think. So let me just go ahead and get right into some highlights of the presentation. Now I will start with, of course, the login page for the student portal. You would have seen it before when you were doing the online application. Going forward, it will be known as your student portal login page. Now it's the same page, it's the same website. However, the credentials you use to access it will be different. Now, if any one of you here have been pre-registered or registered already, you would have gotten your student portal login credentials, and it looks similar to that. This person, I think their name was Bright Sparks. So for them, it was bsparks@stu.cmu.edu.jm. So the @stu.cmu.edu.jm remains constant. What changes is what comes before, the prefix. So you enter the credentials, your password, and you log in. Now I know when you accessed it the first time, it probably only allowed you to create details for an online application. If you log in with your student portal credentials, it would probably look something like this. And if you have been pre-registered before, you can try it now. You can try it when we get out of here. But it will look like this, where you will see details about you, the student, including information about your bio details, details about the courses that you're taking for the semester, as well as financial details. All right, so I did say I'm just going to do a couple of highlights as it relates to it. So I'm not going to go too deep, but I will talk about a few things. One of the first things I clicked on was the My Info tab, which tells you details about you, the student. Personal details will show. I've hidden some of the details for this presentation because this is an actual student, Bright Sparks. Yes, that is a real name. And so that's the personal details being shown there. If they're registered, you'll have their registration details telling you the registration semester that you're currently registered for. And of course, an important detail to note from what's showing on the screen is your financial status. Now, whenever you pre-register, it's a two-part thing. Pre-register, then register. I mean, I could ask now for anyone to tell me what's the difference, but I'll just go ahead and tell you because of time. The difference between pre-registering and registering is making payment at the Treasury or wherever, but confirming that the payment has been made at the Treasury. So when you are pre-registered, the financial status would generally be draft, meaning you have no financial status currently. So what you need to do as a student, if you have made payment at the Treasury or off campus, is make contact with the Treasury to update your financial status. What you want to be seen is either full clearance or conditional clearance. So just write that down, full or conditional. Grades, well, you don't have any grades to look at yet, so I won't even talk about that now, but I know it's important to you. You can check it from your My Courses to see all your in-course grades, and from final grades to see all your final grades. You'll check that generally at the end of the semester. During the semester, you'll check from My Courses, which I have put a clicker there to show you where to go to. You know, I prepared to present for you a little bit longer, but I'm skipping through it because I really have less time than I originally planned for. And I want to get to, this is SRS, where your student portal is, and I want to get to some of the other learning technologies. Particularly, I would like to get to Moodle for this presentation because I will talk to you more on Thursday. And this is the login page for Moodle, CMU's e-learning. Now, if you have classes that are online, you will access them from the CMU e-learning. You can search in the Google browser for CMU e-learning, or you can type elearning.cmu.edu.jm. If you can remember that, you can write it down. But once you type CMU e-learning in your browser and hit search, the first option that comes up is generally us. So we're doing well, right? We're top on the search bar. So you go ahead, you enter the same credential you used to log into your student portal is what you used to log in here. And here is where you will access your classes if they are online. You just need to go ahead and click on the burger menu, we call it, or the 3 stacks. That's actually a burger menu. You click on it, and you'll be able to navigate your courses. I am going to end the presentation there as it relates to e-learning, CMU learning technologies and software, because, of course, I know you will have questions for me, and I can't engage those questions now, so I'm really looking forward to Thursday. Thursday will be online, right? Yes, I'm looking forward to Thursday. Thank you for listening.
So just by way of information, if you are in this room, you would have probably seen an email about our Getting Ready series. Right? So that's where we spend some time with you and go through the different elements of your university journey. We've done financial matters, we've done just general application and admissions, and we are going to do one with digital transformation that walks you through the SRS system, because that's what you will engage with over the course of the 4 years. So don't worry, you will get that link and that information, and we'll have that session online. So come with your questions, your concerns, if there's anything that you heard that you did not understand, or if you have been experiencing issues with the SRS system, please come to that session with your questions. All right? So to talk about students' rights, responsibilities, and behavioral expectations is our Dean of Discipline, Mrs. Cheryl Hibbert. She'll make that presentation, and then immediately following her will be the University Counselor, Mrs. Tina Turner-Thomas, and she'll be talking about mental health. All right? Please make them welcome.
Good morning, everyone. This is a very difficult position to present. When you're hungry and probably tired, is that so? No? You're not hungry and tired? Yes? Oh boy, I promise you I will not be long. I'm going to ask you to do one activity for me. It's going to take like 15 seconds. I am going to ask the persons, if you're sitting beside a student, you don't have to know the student. I want you to ask the student their name. If you know the names already, that's fine. But you may be sitting beside a student and you don't know the name. Yes, I see somebody say, what is your name? Now I want you to do something for me. Everybody, you got a name? Yes. So I want you to turn around and look at that student. Look in the student's face. You know the name, correct? All right, so the first thing, you're going to call the name. So go ahead with the name. I'm not hearing you calling the name. Say, you've got this. No, man, no. Say it with conviction. Call the name. Let's go again. Call the name. You've got this. You can do this. You must succeed. Come now, we're going to do it one more time. Quick. Energy. You're going to call the name. You have got this. You can do this. You must succeed. After 3, 1, 2, 3, everybody. All right. So I got your attention. And now I'm here to tell you a little bit, won't be long, about the discipline unit and behavioral expectation. My name is Cheryl Hilton Hibbert, and you would see on the screen it says, you can do this. Now, usually when persons hear the term Dean of Discipline, some very negative things comes to mind. True? Somebody ruling with an iron fist. Somebody over here with a big stick. Somebody with a magnifying glass just waiting for you to step out of line. Those are the things that comes to mind. Well, can I tell you that at the CMU, that's not what your Deans of Discipline does. So who are we and what do we do? So there are 4 Deans of Disciplines across the campuses. Mr. Nigel Brown, Romaine Caradice, Curtis Garrick, and I'm yours truly, the only rose amongst the... I'll allow you to say it, not me. What is it that we do? So we monitor students' conduct. You notice the word monitor. So we help you to stay in line. Could you go back to that slide for me, please? We assist with conflict resolution and mediation. You know, sometimes teeth and tongue, may meet. We're there to ensure that conflicts are resolved in a non-violent manner. We do developmental programs, and we also assist with safety and security programs. Now, I want you to lend me your ears as we speak about students' responsibilities and rights. Now, everybody speaks about rights. I have a right to this, I have a right to that, and it is correct. But I want to also let you know that there is a balance. So what is it that we're expecting in terms of students' responsibilities? We're expecting you to show respect to staff and students. We know we're dealing with adults for the most part, but we're expecting you to be respectful. We're expecting you to be acquainted with all the policies and procedures, and this is found in your student handbook. Now, I remember once I was stopped by a police officer, and when he told me that he was going to write the ticket, I said to him, "But officer, I didn't know that that is a breach." And he said to me, "Ignorance is..." No man, say it like you know it. Ignorance is not an excuse, and I got a ticket. So it is there in your student handbook, the policies and the procedures. Get acquainted with it. It's your responsibility. Good attendance and punctuality. Come to school regularly. Come to school on time. We don't want any fights here at the CMU. We don't want any threats here at the CMU. We don't want any bullies here at the CMU. We don't want any cliques here at the CMU. We don't want any gangs here at the CMU. This is a place of learning, and it's a higher education. So if you used to fight at high school and scholar high school and bully at high school, hit the road. Not about that. We're not about that. We're about discipline. We're about decorum. We're about principle here at the CMU. So when you come, we don't want to bully. We don't want you going like you're a bulldog and people have to run and students have to hide and people afraid. A's and B's. That's what we're about here at the CMU. Let's talk about your rights, and everybody loves this. What is it that the CMU is going to do for me? Yes. So you do have rights here at the CMU. We are committing to an environment of equity, respect, and fairness. So in the same breath as how we want you to be respectful, we expect our lecturers, our staff members to be respectful to you as well. You will have freedom of speech, but whilst this is not a Castro, it's not, but we do expect you to speak a certain way. We do expect you to express your concerns and your grievances. So we don't expect you to go on TikTok and say, "Oh, CMU, we want justice. The air condition them now work." No. Professionalism is what we do here at the CMU. So you come to the persons in authority and you say what your concerns are. Is that okay, students? Good. You will get privacy to your information that you share with us, and we will be committing to providing an environment free of hassle, sexual harassment, intimidation, and discrimination. So these are some behavior expectations that we have of you. Maturity and professionalism. CMU young men don't wear their pants, a certain way beneath their buttocks. No. CMU young ladies sit with class and demure and wear cutesy and those types of things. We're very mindful when we sit. Do you understand me, ladies? Wonderful. Now, grooming and dress code, you dress how you want to be addressed. You present yourself how you want to be addressed. And so when we get into day 2 tomorrow, the deans will have a session with you where we will go through all of this. I want to share 3 recipes to success with you before I go. Number 1, self-discipline. This is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments. So you can have a goal all you want, but if you're not disciplined to go after that goal, then there'll be a gap. Motivation, so pump up yourself, and it's the inner drive and strength that you need to achieve. And finally, perseverance. It's that unwavering commitment that you will have and that you will need. I can guarantee you that if you follow these 3 recipes to success, self-discipline, motivation, and perseverance, you will achieve, you will succeed. Now, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to the members of the discipline unit. We are here for you. We are a support unit for you. And I want to leave you with a thought as I go. The journey of 1,000 miles. Does anybody know that quote? What is it? The journey of 1,000 miles, what? Begins with the first step. This is your first step. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's noon. All right, so my name is Tina Turner Thomas. I am the university counselor here, and I am happy to see all of you. So what I'm going to talk about right about now is just about what you're having. You may be having a little anxiety. You may be looking forward to next week. You may be, pondering in your mind, what's next? What am I going to expect? What am I going to see? Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mental health, because this is you. Mental health does not mean you are crazy. It does not mean that something is wrong with you. What it does mean, it's all about how you learn, how you feel, how you think, and how you act. Now, many of us may already know ourselves. Some of us are just learning some things about ourselves. But in this process, starting university is a transition. And I want you to be able to navigate this the best way you possibly can. And in so doing, here's what I want you to pay attention. Now, you need to understand, for each university or university students worldwide, 1 in every 6 suffers with mental health. Why? You start having these challenges and you feel like, okay, it's normal. Everybody go through this. It's okay. I can do it all by myself. No. When you come to university, you are going to be experiencing academic challenges. You're going to be experiencing transitional changes, social anxiety, because you're going to be meeting new people. Not all the people from your high school are going to be in your class. Maybe one, maybe none. You are going to be expected to deliver academic work way higher than what you are used to at the high school level. So this level of the game is going to require of you a bigger step. And this is where you're going to have to put all your effort in ensuring that you succeed. Now, how do you know if you're not making that transition as clearly as you would want to? So if you start seeing changes in your sleep, you don't want to sleep, you can't sleep, you're not eating, or if you do eat, you eat very little. Your energy levels are completely not what you're used to, and you realize you don't want to talk to anyone and you're locked away in your rooms, or you don't want to come out of your room. These are some of the things you are going to be experiencing. Does that make you ill? No. It makes you a human being. And what you're going to learn to do is to learn how to cope. Say cope. And let us tell you what are the healthy and appropriate ways how to do so. So first things first. In order to cope, it's not just to go get a bottle of J. Ray and his nephew, right? It's not to go and sit with Brother Red Stripe, okay? You are going to be able to come to the university counselor and talk about the challenges you are experiencing. And if you're one of those persons, because we do have men who don't like to talk about nothing, can deal with mom, just tug it out, you see it. No. Everybody has a breaking point. Learning how to deal with it and know when you have had enough is what you need to understand. Now, in order to better help you, what you can see on the screen is a barcode that says scan me. This is a mental health survey that will tell me exactly what exactly you've been experiencing. What are some of the things you may be having that you're not even sure what it's doing for you, and how best we can plan to assist you. So let me quickly go through some of the things that the counseling unit does to assist students. So we do have different webinars to help you to study properly. Also, we'll be coming up in October, we'll be having a mental health webinar, a mental health workshop. So this is in person, where persons will be coming and talk to you about stressors, and how you can manage these appropriately. I need you to know also, this is not the time you stop calling mommy, even though you don't need to call her every day. But having a good support system is important for you to get through this process. I'm sure you would have heard earlier before that, get to learn your faculty, who's your faculty advisor, your deans, talk to your lecturers, and also create enduring friendships, right? While doing so, it will help you to feel confident and to be able to do what you're gonna go through next. In addition to that, we will be having stress management, time management, and also ways to help you properly prepare yourself for examination. Just to close, a healthy mind begins with you being happy, feeling confident, knowing in yourself that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve this. Doesn't mean that some days you're not gonna feel like, hey, I'm not getting this. But that doesn't mean you stop. That doesn't mean you give up. That doesn't mean you are a failure. It means you're human. Because every single human being, adult or older adult inside this room, have had a moment in their life where they felt like they couldn't get through, but find ways to pull through. And you can come, we can talk about this, and we can learn and give you more ways as to how to get it. So if you want to reach the counselor, that's the email address up there. That's counseling@cmu.edu.jm. To make an appointment to see the counselor, you must send an email to this address. No walk-ins, strictly by appointments, so ensure that you take this email and make it your best friend. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you to both presenters. Now, at this time, we are at our final presentation for this orientation session, and it will be on adjusting to tertiary life, and Mrs. Colleen Johnson-Davis will be coming to make that presentation. Please make her welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So you should be happy because after me, you're leaving. And I won't be long because I've been tasked to be extremely short. So we won't even go through everything that I had planned. It's just too much right now. But we know we want to get here. You want to graduate. I heard somebody say that you should envision yourself in your graduation gown. That's the ultimate, with a degree in hand. So I'm just gonna try. I don't know if I'll be able to cover all 10, but I had 10 tips to help you to adjust to tertiary life. And the first one is to know yourself. I'm not gonna dwell on it long. I just heard mention of Mr. Red Stripe and Ray and his nephew. But if you know yourself, then you want to stay away from these people and these things. And if you understand where you're coming from, I know it's difficult for some because it's the first year living away from home. And you may be tempted to get on bad because your parents are not around and you're not in your community, so nobody knows you. Those of you who are Christians, it might feel like a time for experiment because church not near you, your church people them not down the road, etc. Or whatever, family members, community members. So just understand yourself. Don't lose yourself just because you're no longer at home. Maintain yourself as best as possible. Respect your upbringing. You need to exercise self-restraint, again, tying to the whole staying away from alcohol and anything that is abusive. You need to ensure that you are present and disciplined for classes, meetings, whatever it is that you need to do. Do not skip classes. I heard the speaker talk about the idle tree or whatever. Every school has an area where people tend to just slack off. But I learned from in high school that sometimes the people who slack off under the tree or wherever that area is, not all of them are going to do bad. Some of them will do even better than you who go to all your classes. And that's why you mustn't follow them, because you'll be very surprised to see the results. All right? Maintain good behavior as best as possible. All right, me and this thing. Good. Prepare yourself for daily tasks. So you need to get up early, start a day right. If you're a person if you're a believer or whatever you are believing in, have your devotions, your meditations, whatever. Drink your coffee, drink your tea, eat your dumpling, whatever it is that will get you going for the day. Eat your breakfast and ensure that you are ready physically. So that's the physical part. Have your stuff together. So you shouldn't be getting up to wash uniform when you have class at 8 o'clock. That's crazy. You should do that from the night before. Ensure your books are ready, your bags are ready, your money ready. You have your chargers, etc. Just get yourself ready, mentally prepared. Get involved. The student union would have probably gone a little bit into some of this, but there are clubs, there are societies, there's sports. There's a lot of things here at CMU. A lot of things are here that you can become involved in. Just find something and get involved. We have arts. We saw one of our students singing earlier today, and they're very talented here, so you can just join that talent pool. The fifth thing is to be receptive to others. Now, some of us, we were probably grown in a large family, so you're accustomed to people. You're probably involved in community, involved in church or some other organization. So talking and getting involved with other people is not a big deal. While there are others who are at the totally opposite end. Just, me, myself, and I, probably an only child and that type of a thing that make it worse. But you have to learn to get along with other people. You can't do this degree by yourself. You're not an island. Whether it's CMU or any other university, you can't do it alone. So ensure that you get involved with others, as in make a friend here and there, understand your schoolmates, be empathetic, understand that everybody is not coming from the same background, different situations. Some people may even get some bad news, things happening throughout the semester, and you're in a group. Learn to have a little sympathy. And remember, it's not everything everybody is going to tell you. Got that? So you and people are together working as a group. They have challenges and they don't say anything, but they're not producing the work either. And you just start cuss and criticize and complain. See if there's a way in which you could speak to the person or get them some help from Mrs. Tina Turner Thomas, and see if you can get some help for them, because this person is just not operating as they normally would or whatever. So be respectful, be tolerant. Be focused. That's the sixth thing. You're going to have some fun. There are going to be activities. You want to hang out with your friends and all of that. No problem, your classmates. But still try to remain focused. All of us can't just be focused the entire day. You will have some time. You need to eat. You need to laugh. You need to watch TikTok. Whatever it is. Do that, But just remember the main reason why you're here. And your VP said it earlier, you're here to read for your degree. You're going to find that managing your time begins now. So if you weren't doing it before, you're going to have to start now because you will have many things to accomplish. You're living on your own, so you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of where you live. You might have to provide your own meals. All of these are things you never used to do before because mom and dad used to do all of that, or auntie or grandma used to cook all of your meals. So all you do was eat. You show up at the table. Now you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to clean. You're going to have to wash. You're going to have to iron. So God help those who was not doing that all along. Dog, the supper. You're going to have a very steep learning curve, or a very quick one, whatever the word is. You have to learn fast, right? You're going to have to just manage your time as best as possible. I encourage the use of digital tools. There are many apps. A lot of you have smartphones. Utilize the apps. Ladies, there are nice, fancy diaries out there, planners. You can purchase one, or a simple one. Men, you can buy planners too. You have plain planners that are not too, pretty, for which men don't want. You can get that as well, right? So you can use a physical book to assist with your timing, or use digital tools. Try not to procrastinate. Don't put off things. If you can do it now, just do it. Right? That's a Nike ad, but it's correct. Do it. Class attendance and participation. So that's the eighth thing I'm going to encourage you to do to have a good tertiary experience. Attend all your classes, participate in activities. Please don't form the habit of asking if it graded. The lecturers that are here, we don't like that question. So don't ask us that. When we give you a task to do, do it. Because your assessment is not just grades. Although I know that that is what you were brought up on, coming through primary school to high school. It's like everything is a grade. But not all your assessment is a grade. You will also want us to write things like recommendations for you. How me I go recommend you don't want to talk, you know, do nothing. You can't do nothing unless a grade. What me I go say about you? Me just go write the truth, you know. You understand? Yeah, man. So get involved, talk, speak to the lecturers. Most lecturers like when students talk back to them, of course, in turn, not out of turn, and so on. So participate. And if you need help, don't sit on the help, ask. You don't have to ask in front of the class. You can ask outside of class. Okay? The ninth thing is study habits. Of course, I know many of you're here, you made it to the tertiary institution, you made it to CMU, so you know about studying. You will have to set time aside as well to study in your time management, and you have to start studying from early. Do not make the mistake of waiting until the night before an exam. Why? Many of you are going to be doing new subjects. Some of you probably have never seen a ship before. You never see, I don't really want to be so brazen, but some people never see so much neither. You get what I mean? So you really don't want to take things for granted. I teach IT, and people believe that because them use phone every day and they use computer, that the course and so and they do the same for English, even though they're not good at it. You know, they still think they are, and so on. And we take those courses for granted. So we're definitely not paying those any attention. And you pay attention only to the GSKs and the ocean geography and the this and the that. Okay? Fine. But I implore you, pay attention to all your subjects because you will be surprised. Speaking from experience, I can't go into the story because my time limited, but I learned a very valuable lesson with that. So pay attention to all the subjects, even the ones you got a 1 in. Because 1 at CSEC and 1 or A at university are not necessarily the same. All right? Be warned. The last thing. Health and wellness. So you see that brain is exercising. Very good. But you need to be balanced. So your brain is going to be worked a lot with the school work, but you want to also do physical exercise. That's why you should get involved with one of the sports or just do your own exercise. Get enough rest. Now, I must tell you, this is the one that challenges me the most, even as an adult. Getting enough rest is so hard. But please, I think a part of my problem is from I was doing studies at university, I never got that right from the beginning. So it's like it just follows me like Like one sin does a follow back on me. I don't want it, but it's still there. All right? So we really need to try to ensure that we get as much rest as possible, 68 hours or whatever, so that you're not too tired. I had in it, but I heard the Dean of Discipline use it. Be mindful, be demure, just, you know all about that. So don't overdo nothing, but don't underdo it either. Just be very cutesy as best as you can. Practice relaxation. You don't always have to be going at 100 knots per hour. Just relax sometimes, slow down a bit sometimes. Avoid drug abuse. Avoid it like the plague. And avoid excessive drinking. You're adults, you can take a little sip now and again if you want, right? If it's your choice, don't be forced. Don't allow anyone to force you to do absolutely anything at all except your schoolwork. That are the only forcing you must take from anybody. Everything else behind you, all right? So those are the 10 things I would have gone through, and I just want to encourage you to do your best and ensure that at the end of the day, you are what we want you to be, and you achieve what you want to achieve. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mrs. Johnson-Davis. Now we are at the end of our presentations, but we want to leave with a bang, right? So we have a video presentation from our student union, which will be displayed in a little bit, and then right after that, you are dismissed. I know some persons are going to registration across Festo, and so we want to get this video out of the way, and then we are dismissed. All right, so pay attention to the screens.
Hello, and a warm welcome to all our new and returning students at the Caribbean Maritime University. My name is Teresa White, and I am honored to serve as the president of the TMU Student Union. Whether you're stepping into the campus for the first time or returning to continue your journey, we're thrilled to have you as a part of our vibrant community. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to introduce you to the amazing team that makes up the Caribbean Maritime Student Union. Firstly, myself, Teresa White, the president. We also have the Vice President of Academics, Barry Jo Lawrence, Vice President of Activities, Roy Thomas, Secretary, Melissa Mussington, Treasurer, Deja Brown, Public Relations Officer, Asana Lamont, Digital Marketing and Promotions Officer, Bianca Westcott, Assistant Treasurer, Brigale Robotham, Assistant Secretary, Rashida Tahidil, Welfare Officer, Adlia Sims, Part-Time and External Officer, Andre Dixon, International Officer, Jarrell Hendricks, Logistics Representative, Hasina Lamont, Customs Representative, Alicia McPherson, Feed Representative, Aaliyah Campbell, CSCTN Representative, Kimani Livy, Maritime and Nautical Studies Representative, Jada Watson, Female Sports Coordinator, Zanae Ricketts, Male Sports Coordinator, Nashe Baker, VP of Activities and Academics, Western Campus, we have Jessica James, Monique Representative, for the Monique Campus, of course, we have Devonay Biggs. The Student Union is here for you. We are your voice, your advocates, and your support system throughout your time at the Caribbean Maritime University. Our mission is to ensure that your experience here is not just academically enriching, but also filled with opportunities to grow, connect,
and thrive in every aspect of university life. At Caribbean Maritime University, academic excellence is our top priority. We encourage you to take full advantage of our resources available to you. Attend your classes, engage with your professors, and never hesitate to ask questions. Remember, your education is in your hands. Embrace it with curiosity and determination. The Student Union will be hosting workshops and study sessions to help you develop effective study habits, time management skills, and exam preparation strategies. We want to see you succeed, and we're here to guide you in every step of the way.
University life is about more than just books and lectures. We believe that the most enriching experience happens outside the classroom. Whether it's joining a club, participating in sports, or volunteering for community service. Getting involved in extracurricular activities is a fantastic way to make friends, learn new skills, and create long-lasting memories. The Student Union will be organizing a variety of events throughout the year, so there is something for everyone. Dive in and discover what excites you.
Here's a glimpse of the exciting clubs, societies, and sporting activities at CMU, each offering unique opportunities for you to connect, grow, and make the most of your university experience. Firstly, we have our sporting teams, which includes football, netball, basketball, cheerleading, rugby, and volleyball. We have our CMU Environmental and Sustainability Club, which aim to promote sustainable practices by redesigning product life cycles for reuse, with a mission to challenge the status quo and think long term. Next, we have our CMU Entertainment Society, focusing on creating and enjoying entertainment through music, events, and creative activities, enhancing campus life with fun and engaging experiences. Our CMU Cyber Squad, a hub for IT enthusiasts to explore cybersecurity, programming, and emerging tech trends through collaborative projects and workshops. Our Founders Forum encourages entrepreneurial thinking and innovation, providing a platform for students to develop business ideas and foster a lasting entrepreneurial community. Our CMU Robotics Club fosters creativity and learning through hands-on robotics projects, offering a fun environment for all students interested in innovation and teamwork. Our CMU Beta Society, aka our Math Club, a collaborative community where students explore mathematical concepts, enhance problem-solving skills, and engage in enriching academic and social activities. Our Jamaica Institute of Engineers, JIE, a vibrant community for aspiring engineers to gain knowledge, network, and have fun while preparing to shape the future of engineering. Our International Youth Fellowship, IYF, focuses on spiritual and personal development, encouraging students to grow beyond their current selves and serve others with a forward-thinking mindset. CMU Sports Vibe Club, a community of sports enthusiasts dedicated to supporting campus teams, organizing outings, and keeping everyone connected with the latest in sports. CMU Literary Arts, Public Speaking and Debating Society, a platform for students to develop their public speaking, debating, and literary skills, fostering critical thinking and effective communication. Or CMU Rotaract Club, Combine service and fun with members engaging in community service projects and leadership development while creating lasting friendships. And also our Circle K International Club. Then we have our CMU Tutorial Club. We are dedicated to academic success through peer-to-peer tutoring, offering support in various subjects and fostering a collaborative learning environment. Now let's move into academic support and resources, as we understand that the transition to university can be challenging, and that's why we're committed to providing the academic support you need. The university offers a range of resources such as tutoring services, which is designed to help you succeed. If you ever feel overwhelmed or need a little extra help, don't hesitate to reach out. The Students' Union is also here to listen and connect you with the right resources. Communication is key. The Students' Union thrives on your feedback and ideas. We want to know what you think, what you need, and how we can make your experience at CMU even better. Follow us on social media, attend our meetings, and never hesitate to stop by our office for a chat. Together, we can make a difference. One of the biggest challenges you'll face is finding that perfect balance between academics and personal life. It's easy to get caught up in the demands of school, but remember, self-care is crucial. Take time to relax, pursue hobbies, and maintain a healthy lifestyle. The Students' Union will be offering workshops on time management, stress relief, and mental health to help you stay balanced and focused. CMU is a place full of opportunities, academic, personal, and professional. From internships to networking events, there's no shortage of ways to enhance your future career. Be proactive, seek out opportunities and attend career fairs and connect with faculty and alumni. The Students' Union is here to help you navigate these opportunities and make the most of your time at CMU.
Your well-being is our priority. We're committed to promoting a healthy campus environment. This year, we'll be launching new health and wellness initiatives, including fitness programs, mental health awareness campaigns, and access to counseling services. Take advantage of these resources. They're here to support your journey to success, both academically and personally.
As you traverse to and from school, here are some tips to keep you safe and secure while traveling as a student. Number 1, walk in groups when leaving the campus. 2, if you're requesting private transportation such as InDrive or Uber, be sure to send the information to family members or friends. Number 3, desist from walking with AirPods in your ears. Number 4, always stay in well-lit areas and avoid shortcuts through isolated or unfamiliar places. Number 5, keep your phone charged and easily accessible in case of emergencies. 6, trust your instincts. If something feels off, seek help immediately or change your route. Number 7, keep your belongings close and secure, especially in crowded areas to prevent theft. And lastly, be aware of your surroundings at all times and avoid distractions like using your phone excessively while walking. As you embark on this exciting new chapter, remember that the Students' Union is here to support you every step of the way. This is your university, your experience, and your future. Let's work together to make it extraordinary.
On behalf of the entire Student Union, I wish you a fantastic year ahead filled with growth, discovery, and unforgettable experience.
Welcome to the Caribbean Maritime University, and let's make this year one to remember.
All right, put your hands together for the Student Union. And put your hands together for yourselves for making it through and sticking with us. I want to thank you so much for joining us, and for those online, we want to thank you for joining us as well. As is always, it has been my pleasure to be with you this orientation exercise. My name is Donique Smith, the Internal Communications Lead here at the Caribbean Maritime University. Now, I know, as I said before, persons here are going to registration, which is across at Festo, so you can make your way there. If you need refreshments, you are able to visit our cafeteria area. It's downstairs to your right. You have food options downstairs as well as upstairs. There's also a kiosk just above the waterfall that you are able to get food from as well. All right? If you need bathrooms, there are signs posted around the campus. And if you need anything else, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of our staff members. All right? Thank you so much for being with us today. Remember, tomorrow we have day 2 where you'll be interfacing with your faculty and also again with the student union. All right? Thank you and have a good day.
Breakfast.